is AKA 53, presented by Bishop Promotions. American Combat Alliance welcomes you to one of the most historic fight cards in Louisiana's combat history. On the call here tonight, he is the UFC's very own Matt Danger Snell. I'm Tyler Not So Dangerous Moody, ready to guide you through all of the action here tonight from Lake Charles. We'll talk more about that historic main event in just one moment, but let's start with this amateur heavyweight championship fight between Kaden Bass and Marco Serrano.
Yeah, Marco Serrano coming off an excellent victory his last time out versus a tough Gunnar Moscow. Put him in title contention. Kaden Bass stepping up on short notice, but this young man is big. He looks strong. He looks every bit the heavyweight part. Looking forward to that matchup. Think it's going to be a good one.
Nevin Driehaus, one of Lake Charles' favorite sons, ready to lead off the main card here tonight at AKA 53. He's fresh off a win in his pro debut. He'll be taking on Adrian Smith.
Adrian Smith coming straight from D'Iberville, Mississippi by way of American Top Team out there. A dynamic striker, a kid that has a well-rounded skill set. I think that's going to be a great matchup. I believe Nevin is one of our brightest prospects in the area. Adrian Smith, much the same. That's going to be a scrap.
Speaking of scraps, we've got Austin Swallow and Tyler Forsyth in our co-main event. But let's talk about one of the biggest fights in Louisiana's combat history. Hunter Smith, Elliot Abear 2, the rematch. Everybody's been talking about it, Matt. Title on the line. This is a big one.
Hunter Smith coming in hot off of a bunch of victories. His only defeat coming to the hands of Elliot Abear. This is a big title fight, a big opportunity for these guys. Two of the best prospects in our area going at it tonight. Winner takes home gold.
Two fighters, one dream to make it to the UFC. UFC eyes will be on this fight here tonight. Speaking of stars, let's turn it over to our star of the show, Dynamite David Hardy.
Welcome, everyone, here to the beautiful Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and welcome to AKA 53, where Lake Charles tonight, the stage is set. The lights are bright. This is American Combat Alliance, where the stars of tomorrow shine tonight. And now, fight fans, the wait is over. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's go time! And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Bear Box!
Ready to go from AKA 53 live here in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Tyler Moody, Matt Danger Snell. We'll be leading through all the action here tonight, Matt. Super excited for this card, and we've got a very evenly matched fight to kick things off. Here comes Bear Box.
Bear Box coming to you from Houston, Texas, fighting out of Strong Style Fighting. Making his debut tonight. Short replacement for this fight, came in this week to replace for Kaden Bass to keep this matchup up. Like you said, a very even matched fight. Both of these guys with a little wrestling experience, both of these guys around the same age, same height, walking around at the same weight, so it just made sense. It's good to have the Strong Style crew over here as well, cornered by my boy, Rich Burmaster, the legendary Rich Burmaster, former AKA matchmaker Rich Burmaster, my first broadcast partner I ever had when I first did commentary. The first time was Rich Burmaster, so shout out Burmaster. Good to have him here. Looking forward to seeing Bear Box get it done, get out there and make his debut tonight.
Yeah, really kind of a full circle moment here for AKA, having him back inside the AKA arena. You saw these guys' measurables, both evenly matched up across the board. This is going to be a very competitive fight between Bear Box and Kaden Bass, who he awaits.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome Kaden Bass.
Kaden Bass ready for this featherweight bout here at AKA 53. You mentioned kind of came together right there at the end. He had an opponent that wasn't able to make the fight. Kaden Bass ready to go, though.
Yeah, Kaden Bass has been on this card, so you got to expect that he is showing up ready to rock in front of his hometown. Kaden Bass, young man with a little bit of a wrestling background, relatively wet behind the ears from what I understand, but about to cut his teeth in the AKA cage tonight against a fellow young man with a little bit of a wrestling background. I think, like I said, this is a well-matched fight. And you know what happens when two guys are just pretty much clones of each other. Sometimes turns out pretty well. So I'm expecting big things. Not to put too much pressure on these young guys, these young debutantes, but I think this is about to be a pretty good one.
Well, I'll tell you what, we always have a lot of really good debutante fights. They always seem to be pretty evenly matched. Really exciting to see these youngsters get after it. And one of the cool things about Kaden, essentially a hometown fight for him, right? Training and performance evolution.
Absolutely.
Kaden Bass making the walk for the first time, set to take on Bear Box as we get things going at AKA 53 from the Golden Nugget. This venue is going to be packed to capacity here tonight. Of course, everybody awaiting Elliot Abear and Hunter Smith in our main event. But right now, we've got Bear Box and Kaden Bass set to kick things off.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of amateur mixed martial arts action inside the AKA featherweight division. This fight's being brought to you by Bayou Wraps. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Wraps blue corner. This man is a wrestler representing strong style martial arts. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Fulshire, Texas, here is Bear Box. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist representing Performance Evolution's fight team and 3 Brothers Jiu-Jitsu. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Lake Charles, Louisiana, here is Kaden Bass. Your referee in charge of the action when the Clay's door closes, Mr. Josh Lee.
Ready to go here at AKA 53, Kaden Bass and Bear Box. We are officially underway in Lake Charles. Bear Box engaging right off the bat here. Ooh, nice left hand as they break.
Nice strike off the break. Good timing from Bear Box. Savvy stuff.
Both fighters exchange kicks.
Looping overhand right, skips off the guard. They're in the clinch now. Fighting for underhooks is Bear Box.
Kaden Bass firing a big left as they break apart.
Both guys firing off the break. That's savvy stuff. Uppercut.
Yeah, that uppercut was clean. Now Bass ends up on top, straight into mount, but a little bit too high.
Bear Box goes for the lat drop and pulls mount. Now he's fighting off a guillotine attempt.
That was incredibly impressive for Bass, looking for the finish here early in round 1.
Bear Box doing the right things, keeping Kaden from getting hip to hip and cinching down that guillotine. Still in the front headlock, not in an excellent position as Bear Box. Now he's going to turn the corner, might score here, elevates right into side position. If he knew what the Von Flue choke was, he could put him away right here and now, but I'm not sure if he's privy to the Von Flue.
Maybe not as a debuter, but I'll tell you what, Matt, for debuters, these guys are showing some high-level skill right now.
A scrap, indeed.
About halfway through round number 1. Bear Box has fended off the initial guillotine.
Kaden Bass just trying to find his footing. Needs to get from this north-south position, trying to work to half guard, and now he's in kind of a dogfight position, front headlock, like schoolyard headlock from Bear Box, rolls him through. Not sure exactly what that was, but he's on top, looking good, fishing for the head and arm choke.
Yeah, trying to cinch up the head and arm here, trying to get across the body, and he does.
This is a dangerous.
That's a problem.
But honestly, Kaden Bass doing the right thing, kind of keeping his carotid arteries open somewhat. Bear Box trying to work back. Kaden bellies down.
Kaden has survived the head and arm, but now he's got Box on his back.
Box has his back, but he doesn't have it completely secured. He's riding a little bit high, able to flatten out Kaden Bass here. Now he's going to get to work with some ground and pound.
Just under 30 seconds left to work here for Bear Box. Got both of the hooks in.
Good stuff there, kind of quarter Nelson, drives him down, extends him. Gonna finish on top as Bear Box as the round expires. Good ground and pound, good optics here for Box. That was athletic too.
Box pouring on the damage in the final seconds of a competitive round. What a debut for both of these guys.
How about a start to the night just like that? We'll just start this thing off, huh?
We told you we have a great card in store for you here at AKA 53. We are not lying. What a way to get it going with Kaden Bass and Bear Box.
Kind of goes for the lat drop here and pulls mount. Tale as old as time. I have done it before, but Bear Box able to battle back in this round. Both guys had good moments in this fight. I think it was probably a Bear Box round though.
Yeah, I would say especially at the end, he really dominated that final minute, added on some ground and pound at the end, landed a nice uppercut as they got back to their feet at the very end, and that's where things started to change, Matt.
Beautiful, beautiful takedown there. Elevates him, passes his guard as he drops him straight into side position. Had an opportunity here. I'm going to have to learn him a little something about that Von Flu choke. Had some good attempts here as well. Got close to finishing a head and arm choke. Savvy stuff by Kaden Bass, staying out of being submitted. What a fight.
Yeah, Box really flowing well there with that transition, getting to that head and arm choke. Let's see what round two has in store. Highly competitive first round between these two.
High-paced first round. Both guys looking fresh.
Oh, wow. Going low, then going
kick.
high with the kick.
Impressive. Parries out the body kick. Switches into southpaw position. Bear Box switching stances effortlessly. Kaden Bass chopping with the kicks.
Both fighters exchange jabs. Box going back up high with that kick once again.
Box looping him the overhand right. Now they're in the over-under position. Box working his underhook. Good position. Picks the far side ankle. Elevates his underhook. Beautiful stuff.
Really good display of skill right there from Bear Box.
Solid technique from the debutant.
Reaching down, picking that ankle, and now he's got Bass in a very bad position. It looks like Box's pressure is just smothering.
Has a good understanding of where to keep his pressure. You can tell he's done a little bit of wrestling. He's got a leg lace there, controlling that near side leg. It's pretty interesting. I mean,
Kaden Bass works his way back to his feet and lets go a flurry.
Kaden Bass swinging hammers. Ooh, high kick comes close, skips off the guard. That time close again, wraps around.
Big shots from Bass and another takedown from Box. He ends up in the guillotine once again, it looks like. Now he's going to take the back.
Just use the momentum of, beautiful level change by Box, but got in so good, so hard that Kaden Bass was able to use the momentum and ultimately sweep to the top. What a round, what a fight.
Bear Box dominating the first half of it. Kaden Bass has flipped the script here.
Now Kaden just a little bit high, does a good job of adjusting there. Bear Box doing a good job of staying compact, but he's not real active with his defense there, able to buck him over. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Kaden was just a little high. He wasn't in a great position for control. Now Bear Box got him in a little bit of a crucifix here.
Yeah, had it for a moment. Bass able to get that arm free.
What a volley of positions there. It went from Kaden Bass in pretty decent control to Bear Box having him crucifixed.
20 seconds left to work here for Bear Box on top.
Kaden had a better round this go around, but second round was a little better, but finishing on bottom, not great optics. Oh, no, pulled it.
Yeah, Box thought about it, let it go, and then Bass throws a big looping right that misses. Now he's going to pay for it.
Talk about bad optics.
Yeah, really bad optics there. You let that giant looping right hand go kind of fall to your feet, and then you eat 4 or 5 big shots from Box to finish off the round. In a round that he was probably already winning, but certainly an exclamation point for Bear Box at the finish.
This was that reversal here, just kind of butterfly sweeps, uses the momentum of Bear Box's penetration step. It was a beautiful timing from Bear Box, good stuff, good volley again from both of these guys. You can tell they're training, they're doing fight stuff. This is their debut, but they've trained with some good guys, and they have some tactics, they have some technique, they have some ability. What a great fight.
Yeah, incredible fight so far. Both guys, I mean, you said it, but you thought this was going to be a very evenly matched fight, and it certainly has been. But what a great finish right there for Bear Box.
I think Kaden just getting a little overzealous there, trying to land the big one. That's why we got to have a little more control of ourselves and bring our feet with us. That way, if we miss a punch, we're at least not face first into the mat.
You would think Bear Box probably ahead 2-0. It felt like that second round was certainly his.
It was a better round by Kaden Bass, but I would agree.
Bass may have some work to do. Let's see how much gas these youngsters have in the tank after a very high pace first 2 rounds.
Good inside low kick, disrupts the base. Right hand comes behind it from Bear Box. Ooh.
Wow, beautiful stuff from Bear Box. Look, that right hand landed flush.
Good stuff by Bear Box, just keeping the pressure, stuffing the head, whizzing down, keeping great pressure on Kaden Bass, making things difficult on him. Kaden kind of looping around there. That was some fancy stuff by Mr. Bass.
These guys do not look like debutantes. Wow, what a display they had put on through the first 2.5 rounds of this fight.
Kaden Bass doing a little bit better job here, but Bear Box able to build up.
A minute off the clock here in round number 3. Bass likely needs a finish in this 3rd round. Box able to get back to his feet.
Again, in this double underhook position, Bear Box doing a good job with the head pressure here, breaking the posture of Kaden Bass. That knee was legal.
Landed a big right, followed it up with a big knee.
We got a little bit of a fence grab here from Bear Box. The ref can't see it, but my goodness. Okay, let it go. Use the underhook.
He did have his hands in the fence.
Heck, the young man's savvy too. I mean,
referee certainly could not see it from his angle. Totally understandable.
A little bit of a high shoulder guard attempt here by Kaden Bass. Bear Box able to shrug through it.
Bass has got to get from this position and try and find a way to finish the fight. Box completely content with keeping it right here. Inside 1 minute. Bass trying to grab that neck once again, but it's going to be way too tough in that position.
Actually, a beautiful pass there by Bear Box, able to kind of get to his side, tilt a little bit, kind of a Navy ride, splits through, passes, and again, he's in a position to finish a choke here if he gets his hands together, and it looks like maybe this time he kind of knows that it's there, and he's trying to apply pressure. You can see he's kind of cutting off the carotid artery on this side, and if Kaden Bass isn't able to get that arm back, Bear Box may be able to finish a choke here.
30 seconds left to finish that choke for Bear Box.
Kaden doing everything he can to relieve the pressure, that shoulder pressure on his neck.
Final 15.
Looks like Bear's trying to wiggle his head out now. Relieve that pressure. Another round where Bear Box finishes on top. What a fight by these young fellas.
Great fight from these 2 youngsters in their debut. Did not look like debutantes at all. They both left it all out there. Very, very close rounds, but it did feel like Bear Box always got the best of the end of the round. First, second, and third obviously kind of dominated that 3rd round. Curious to see what the judges have to say about this one. I would assume Bear Box did enough, especially at the end of those rounds, but just high-level stuff from these guys, man.
Beautiful, beautiful work. Beautiful work by both guys, even in that position. I'm watching it back. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but Kaden Bass able to pass and end up in a side position, battle for front headlocks. Bear Box just savvy all night, and ultimately it was just him kind of winning the top position over and over again, but awesome stuff. My boy Sijin right there in his corner as well. I know this crew. My boys, welcome.
You know, one of the things that I don't think we gave enough love to in this fight was how Bear Box was stringing things together on the feet as well. He was doing a really good job following up kicks with another kick or a punch behind it.
Dynamic kicking, you know, kicking with his left leg, high, low, doubling up kicks.
Yep.
High, low.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Beautiful
after
stuff.
3 rounds of fast and frenetic mixed martial arts section, we are going to the judges' scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, all 3 judges have seen and scored this bout the same way. Therefore, declaring your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting in the blue corner, Bear Box!
Indeed, it is Bear Box who has his hand raised. He moves to 1-0 now as an amateur. Gets it done over Kaden Bass in very impressive fashion. I mean, these guys look pretty seasoned out there. I was very much impressed, Matt.
Yeah, an absolute scrap. I mean, both of these guys, of course, Bear Box, obviously the victor, but Kaden Bass learned a lot tonight, fought hard, fought a tough competitor, and he'll be better from this as well. It's just so fun to see these guys, and we talk about it all the time. Guys making their debut, they're better and better all the time. It's a crazy thing. I'm not surprised, though. Good showing by the strong style guys. Hope to see him back in here soon.
Yeah, incredible showing by Bear Box. He walks out of here the winner. Certainly an effort that Kaden Bass should not hang his head about. He showed a lot of skill out there, just came up a little bit short. It really was the end of those rounds that felt like it separated the fight, at least for me. Next up, we've got Jace Carpenter and Darren Stevenson in a featherweight kickboxing matchup here
And
at
here we
AKA
go,
53.
fight fans, moving right along with your next bout of the evening. This fight goes down inside the AKA Amateur Kickboxing Featherweight Division and is being brought to you by our gracious host, the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino, right here in Lake Charles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your first fighter. Please welcome to the cage, Darren Stevenson.
Darren Stevenson set to make the walk, representing Mullins Martial Arts out of Jonesboro, Louisiana, checking in at 5'10", 145. From Jonesboro, Louisiana. What more can you tell us about Darren Stevenson, Matt?
Darren Stevenson from Jonesboro, Louisiana, cornered by Kerry Mullins there, one of the referees, one of the guys that comes with the referee crew and frequents the AKA events quite a bit. Yeah, making his debut tonight, a guy who's got decent experience. Hasn't kickboxed much, hasn't done much of anything, but tonight going to get those ears wet here in the AKA cage.
Ready for this kickboxing matchup between Darren Stevenson and Jace Carpenter, the first time making the walk for Darren Stevenson. And you can see the people still filing in here to the Golden Nugget. We are set for a historic night of fights. We are off to a great start. Kaden Bass and Bear Box just showed out. Next up, it's Darren Stevenson with a chance to wow the fans here in Lake Charles.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome to the cage, Jace Carpenter.
Next up is Jace Carpenter, a kickboxer by practice, representing Fight Fitness Academy and Sulphur Boxing Club, checking in at 5'10", 145, essentially the exact same measurables as Darren Stevenson. Fighting out of Sulphur, Louisiana, here is Jace Carpenter.
Yeah, Jace Carpenter, a hometown guy, a kid who is another one of these second-generation lineage-type guys. We've seen his father, Justin Carpenter, in this cage. We were supposed to see him in this cage tonight. Unfortunately, his opponent befell some type of mysterious illness, and we didn't hear from him. And unfortunately,
he had the Justin Carpenter illness.
Yeah, it wasn't. That's right. So it is good to see young Jace get out here and make his debut and carry the flag for the Carpenters. And we love to see these guys, these next generation guys. It's always fun. It's fun to talk about. More oftentimes than not, these kids that come up under their daddies, they go out there and they put it together.
It really is disappointing we won't see his dad on this card. It was going to be, I believe, the first time in Louisiana's history that a father and son were going to fight on the same card.
Sure.
We were unfortunately not allowed that opportunity to see that here tonight, but we still get Jace Carpenter. He'll be carrying the family name into this matchup against Darren Stevenson at AKA 53. He has cleared the commission check down spot. He'll make that walk into the cage, and we are ready to go with our second fight of the night here from Lake Charles.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of kickboxing action coming your way right now at AKA 53. This fight being brought to you by the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino right here in Lake Charles. And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a kickboxer representing Mullins Martial Arts. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Jonesboro, Louisiana. Put your hands together for Darren Stevenson. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a kickboxer representing the Fight Fitness Academy and Sulphur Boxing Club. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Sulphur, Louisiana, here is Jace Carpenter. Your referee in charge of the action when the cage door closes, Mr. Chris Hill.
Big pop for Jace Carpenter here. Brought some of the fans from Sulphur, Louisiana with him. Chris Hill with his first assignment of the night. Carpenter, Stevenson, we're underway with some kickboxing action here at AKA 53.
Carpenter tries to start with a low kick, catches a right hand. These boys are wasting no time, slinging punches. High kick off the guard, loses his balance, kind of throws a punch on the way down. I don't know. Let the boys fight. Let the boys fight.
Both guys throwing caution to the wind and getting right to it.
Stevenson may have tried to clean him up on his way down. Big right hand, and that was a punch that puts Stevenson on his heels.
Couple of big rights from Jace Carpenter. Stevenson firing back, though.
Jace Carpenter can punch.
Some
Not
big
sure if
knees
we're
now
able
from
to
Stevenson.
knead him right in the nuts. Looks like a little more clinch. Jace Carpenter can punch, has hurt Stevenson a time or two. Stevenson still battling through, trying to firefight a little bit.
Yeah, Stevenson clipped him with a pretty good right hand a moment ago as well, but certainly the biggest right hands of this fight have belonged to Jace Carpenter so far. Nice left, now he's pouring it on.
And every time Jace Carpenter connects, this crowd pops. Knee up the middle, a little bit of clinch in there. Both guys exchange right hands.
What a firefight.
Big low kick from Jace. I mean, the pace was frantic there for the first minute and a half. Big right hand skips off the dome of Stevenson.
Carpenter has repeatedly found a home for that big right hand, and once again.
A slip right hand again from Carpenter, a little body work, knee to the body from the inside. Circles off the cage.
Final 10 seconds of this action-packed first round.
What is in the water?
Chris Hill separates them, about 5 to go.
Hey, what do you think we rest these last 10 seconds? Oh, big right hand.
Jace Carpenter put that right hand on display the entire round and then showed it off one more time to finish it off. Wow, what a showing by Stevenson and Carpenter, but really the right hand was the star of that first round.
I mean, big right hands from Carpenter. They're short, they're choppy, they're not necessarily long extended. He's landing them from inside the pocket right there, just sending it off the chin of Darren Stevenson. What a chin from Stevenson. He took some good shots, gave out a couple in his own right as well. You got to lean towards Carpenter just for the damage and the amount of times that he sent Darren Stevenson back on his heels, stumbling a little bit, but action-packed. Both guys got buzzed a time or two. That was the right hand, I think, that ended it.
You got to give Stevenson a lot of credit. He ate some big shots. He was just biting down on that mouthpiece. He was eating one to give one. He ate quite a few, but he definitely gave some back.
Man.
Some instruction for Stevenson from Chris Hill before we start this second round.
Yeah, I don't think they're supposed to be clinching as much as they are. What do I know?
Seems like the message has been relayed to Stevenson. We're ready for the second. What does it have in store?
Jab cross from Darren Stevenson to open the round up. Jace being a little more timely with his approach. Big right hand sends Darren Stevenson to a knee. That is definitely worthy of a standing 8 count. Good night.
That right hand dropped him. Stevenson back to his feet.
Stevenson opens up with a high kick. Carpenter, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Carpenter looking for the highlight there with the kick to close out the round.
Loses his mouthpiece on the way down.
But Stevenson still feeling the effects.
It's taking a point for driving him across the cage with the kick. Yeah.
Probably already down in the fight, now down a point as well.
Stevenson, you just know he's so bladed. He's lining up that straight right hand. Not a bad tactic there, attacking the leg. Another right hand off the break, and Darren Stevenson is on wobbly legs.
I'll be honest, I can't believe he just took that last right hand from Carpenter.
And again,
Carpenter.
Hook cross, body, hook cross. The cross finds its spot again, and Darren Stevenson turns away and succeeds. This place is deafening.
This place is on fire. The hottest spot in the city showing out as Jace Carpenter shows out for the crowd, takes home a second round finish.
Jace Carpenter with little brother in his corner. I gotta let him know little brother was hyped the whole fight.
I was hyped the whole fight.
Good
These two
golly.
youngsters going at it. Jace Carpenter landed so many big right hands. And at the end, Stevenson, you could tell he just didn't really know where he was, kind of gave up on the action.
Had his feet underneath him, but just like you had said, I don't even know how he took that last right hand, and I think he was just out on his feet. You don't want to see guys take too much damage. It is their debuts. I see nothing wrong with Darren Stevenson saying, hey, you know what, tonight's not my night, turning away from the action a little bit. Hey, I've had enough here. Good golly. Jace Carpenter not letting him off without a little bit to think about on his way out. Good.
You could see that Stevenson is talented. He just didn't keep his hands up enough, and Jace Carpenter took advantage of that over and over. He's got some words for the camera, and he is your winner. Time for Dynamite to declare.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 1 minute 8 seconds in round number 2, declaring your winner, Jace Carpenter!
Jace Carpenter moves to 1-0. What a showing. Showed off that right hand all night. Obviously, there was a lot that he showed. Tons of skill, but that right hand easily was the difference maker.
Punches. This young man can punch. What a future he has. Justin Carpenter, like we said at the onset of this thing, that second generation guys who come up watching their daddy fight, sometimes they learn a thing or two. Good night.
I told you this place was getting packed out. I'm sure you can see it now there on your screen. You could hear it at the end of that fight. A huge pop for Jace Carpenter as he has brought the crowd to life.
And here we go, fight fans, moving right along with your next bout of the evening. This will be your second and final kickboxing bout on the card. It goes down inside the AKA middleweight division and is brought to you by Shucks, right here in Lake Charles, the Louisiana Seafood House. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Matthew Barnard.
I am so happy that they call him Barnyard because that's what I called him right off the bat when I first saw his name. It's Matthew Barnyard Barnard, a kickboxer representing Elite Combat Academy, the Compound, and Upstate Karate out of Shreveport, Louisiana. He's 6'4", 185. What more can you tell us about this Compound product?
Yeah, got his start in martial arts in South Carolina with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. I want to say, I'm not exactly sure of their gym name. I'm not going to butcher it, but he's comes from that karate background. So I'm wondering if we see some of that side kick, hook kick, Stephen Wonderboy stuff tonight. It'll be interesting, but now trains at the Compound with Brent Mason. And yeah, I'm happy they called him Barnyard as well. I wasn't sure, you never know with Brent Mason. Every time he sends me Matthew's name, it's spelled something differently. So I didn't know if his last name was Barnyard, but come to find out, they call him Barnyard. And gonna have a good night tonight, making his debut. Has sparred quite a bit with guys like Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, has been in the room with greatness before, trains hard. You gotta expect he's putting in the work at Elite Combat Academy with Brent Mason, and looking forward to seeing how this one plays out tonight. Two tall boys, two middleweight young men.
Two monsters here. Barnyard ready for a barnyard brawl as he takes on Kaden McDow.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome to the cage, Kaden McDowell.
Kaden McDowell rocking the Jesus is King flag like many of the Performance Evolution guys, and that is who he represents. Performance Evolution and Three Brothers Jiu-Jitsu. He checks in at 6'3", 185, fighting out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Here's Kaden McDowell. What more can you tell us about Kaden, Matt?
Kaden McDowell, they call him Cowboy. Say he's a gun-fighting son of a gun. Another guy from the PE gym, led by Josh Quay-Hagen. A strong man of faith, a man who walks by what he believes, and his fighters, he's got a great group of fighters. That's why we come back to Lake Charles, Louisiana, is because we know there's plenty of dudes to showcase. Kaden McDowell, one of these guys coming out, making his debut, trying to cut his teeth with the kickboxing. I anticipate down the road we'll see him in some MMA fights as well, but you got to anticipate from the PE gym. This will be an interesting style-up, matchup-wise. PE somewhat of a traditional background as well. They're very much practitioners of the Bang Muay Thai system, so a little Bang Muay Thai versus a little South Carolina Stephen Wonderboy Thompson karate.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of amateur kickboxing action inside the AKA middleweight division. This fight being brought to you by Shucks, the Louisiana Seafood House, right here in Lake Charles. And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a kickboxer representing the Elite Combat Academy at the Compound in Shreveport, as well as Upstate Karate. He stands at a towering 6'4" tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Shreveport, Louisiana, here is Matthew Barnyard Barnard. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a kickboxer representing the Performance Evolution Fight Team and Three Brothers Jiu-Jitsu. He stands 6'3" tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Lake Charles, Louisiana, here is Kaden McDowell. Your referee in charge of the action when the cage door closes, Mr. Kerry Mullins.
Kerry Mullins with his first assignment of the night. The Cowboy ready to go into the barnyard in our third fight of the night. This boy's about to sling some guns.
Bouncy style, much of what we expected. Side kick, high kick. For that style to work, Barnard needs some space. Big right hand skipping off the back of the side of the head of Kaden McDowell. No worse for the wear, eats him. Another right hand, beautiful combination punching there from Matthew Barnard.
Barnard trying to line up that right hand. Good shots of the body.
Hard punches to the body, knee up the middle from the Barnard. A little bit of knee jab cross for his troubles on the way out. Teep up the middle.
Yeah, teep right to the gut. I think Mullins is checking to see if it went low potentially. Looked like he was right to the gut from where I was sitting.
Not sure what happened there. A little break in the action for both guys. Back to his bounce, hard low kick. Those high kicks are close. Side kick as well. The kick's just so effortless. Much of what I anticipated coming from that Wonder Boy Thompson type style. Big lunging, blitzing right hand. High kick skips from the opposite stance. Spin kick. Kaden McDowell just trying to track him down. Starts with a jab.
Oh.
Big right hand.
Big right hand from Barnard. Sits down McDowell. Mullins giving him the count.
Young Matthew Barnard is in control tonight. Just so effortless.
Well, he gives you all those kicks to think about, and then he comes with a big right hand over the top, and it landed flush.
So many skills. Starts with the inside low kick, jab cross, right behind it, teep up the middle from Matthew. Right hand, Kaden McDowell trying to find his moment, firing hard punches.
I think right there at the end, McDowell's got to go. It feels like maybe there's some opportunity. He's just got to let it fly, but ultimately, end of the round, ends with not much action, but for the most part, there was a lot of action, most of it initiated by Barnard.
Barnard just so dynamic, such a selection in techniques too. I mean, it's the side kick, the high kick, he threw a spinning back kick. Good punching combinations as well. Right hand as he's circling, he switches stances, moves well, uppercut, hook, right hand. We saw the big right hand that dropped Kaden McDowell. I mean, excellent stuff. Kaden tough and marching him down and looking for his moment, but again, I'm not sure exactly what happened right there.
Maybe grab the foot potentially. I'm really not sure, but either way, great first round between Barnard and McDowell. Really good job from Matthew in that first round, just changing angles, getting his shots off over and over. Let's see what kind of adjustments Kaden is able to make in this second round.
Matthew so calm. Big sweeping right hook to the body. Kaden McDowell finding a decent right hand right there, pops the head back of Matthew Barnard, blitzing left hand, snaps the head back of Kaden McDowell.
Just throwing it at him from all angles, changing stances.
McDowell goes for a low kick and Barnard's able to check it, fires off a combination for his troubles. There's a low kick that scores, jab cross down the middle of the guard, knee up the middle.
Biggest right hand of the fight so far for McDowell.
McDowell can punch, and he needs to just put combinations together. He needs to be careful just kicking without setting it up. We've seen Barnard turn that right hand over on him already.
Good stuff there from Barnard as he lands. Looking for that jab.
Just such a great set of hands on him. Dynamic with his kicks, good positioning.
I like that jab may have slipped through for McDowell. Another kick to the body from Barnard.
And as Barnard kicks too, he kicks and switches stances. It's so hard to track, so difficult. Ooh, they kind of trade right hands, but Matthew Barnard getting the better of it. Solid jabs from McDowell. Good stiff jabs. More of that.
That low kick has been working for him as well. See right there, caught the leg and threw the right hand.
I see. Yeah, taking a point. Warned him before. He can't catch the kicks and fire. Took a point. Tough.
I can understand the crowd not loving it, but
the rules.
He was warned in the first round. It's not like that wasn't without a warning. Final 15. There's that jab again.
Jab. Double jab cross.
McDowell trying to leave a stamp on the end of this second round, and it looks like he sure did so.
He definitely, what a scrap there at the end. A lot of activity. Matthew Barnard getting the better of it, I like to think. Definitely a hard volley of punches there. Barnard just doing such a good job in and out, in control of where he is. There's a good right hand.
Great right hand, yeah.
At the start by McDowell. And McDowell has had some success with his hands. He just needs to send him, and I understand he's standing in front of a guy seeing a lot of looks that he's probably not seen before. But sometimes you just got to bite down and go. And in his moments, I mean, big right hand there again. It's been from him just sending it. There is no doubt this both these boys are studs. I'm just thinking McDowell just having a hard time of dealing with what he's looking at. There's the caught kick. Clearly catching the kick and firing punches off of it.
You've got to think that point deduction looms large as well for McDowell. He's going to need to finish in this third round. Back to that low kick.
Hard jab, snapping. This is some of the best success McDowell's had, again, with his punches just snapping off hard jabs and crosses. Another right hand.
Oh, got him low.
Might have traveled south.
Yeah, I think it did. Barnard trying that spinning attack and went a little bit too low with it. McDowell kind of walked into it.
Gotta just push that kick in as he was fading away. Just drifted a little low. See the replay here as McDowell advances. Yep, right to the cup.
Hate to see that one.
McDowell, tough as all get up, says, all good, baby. Let's get back after it.
About 90 seconds left to go in this final round.
Light on the feet is Matthew Barnard. Feints the kick, jab cross down the middle. Again, Barnard, as he fades back, that kick is just so dangerous. Another left hand, right hook. Good exchange here.
Yeah, McDowell swinging for the fences. Barnard turned his back there for a moment. I don't know if he was hurt. He's saying he got hit down low.
Yeah, a couple of those kind of, he says, let's get back to it.
1 minute left. Blood starting to leak from the nose of McDowell.
Look at the whelps on McDowell's back from those kicks that have just skipped off of him.
His whole back's red.
I think Matthew Barnard is a pretty talented young man. Both of these guys, so much heart. McDowell maybe a little overmatched, but don't tell him anything.
Oh, he's firing back now.
Huge punches from Kaden McDowell. Knees up the middle. Again, knees up the middle. A little bit of a clinch there. Big right hand. Both guys trading.
The crowd trying to urge McDowell back into this when he needs a finish in the final 25.
He absolutely does. He needs to keep his space and keep trying to land these long shots.
What a
big
war.
Right hand. He is just sending hammers.
Both guys absolutely gassed. Final 10.
No defense, and he is hurt. Kaden McDowell has him stunned. These guys are swinging for the fences. What a finish.
Wow, what a brawl between these two. A true barnyard brawl to finish things off in the third and final round. The crowd absolutely electric here at the Golden Nugget, and rightfully so. That was an electric finish.
My Lanta. These boys finished threw down, just trading punches like zombies. Right hand, left hook, right hand, right hand.
That big right hand landed for McDow, and I think he sensed that maybe the tide was turning just enough for him to start letting it go at the end. And these boys are just letting it fly. So much heart from him as well. I mean, left everything out there, completely emptied the gas tanks, going toe-to-toe for the final 30 seconds.
Just making it a fist fight is the young cowboy. My goodness, all heart. So fun, such a fun fight.
That was a huge right hand.
That was the right hand. Had Barnard a little wobbly there. A big moment for Kaden, and they just swing to the fences until the fight is over. Goodness. Wow.
The judges tallying up those scorecards. Very close fight at times, but that point deduction has to be kept in mind as we turn it over to Dynamite to declare a winner.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the introduction of the winner, I need every man, woman, and child in here to put your hands together and show both of these fighters one hell of an appreciation. After such a fantastic battle, unfortunately, only one man can have his hand raised as the victor. Ladies and gentlemen, all three judges have seen this bout the same way, therefore declaring your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting in the blue corner, Matthew Barnard.
Indeed it is Barnard who comes out of here with the win. That karate style triumphing in his debut here. That's what I was trying to say.
Such a tricky style. Exactly what I had anticipated. That I used to joke around. That's that trailer trash South Carolina karate. I am privy to it. I used to eat side kicks and hook kicks from Justin Scoggins for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is such a difficult style to figure out, and Matthew Barnard comes out here and displays it beautifully. Wonderful stuff. Awesome fight. What a night thus far.
Just really did a great job changing angles, throwing so many different looks at Kaden McDowell in this fight, getting off so many different kicks, and ultimately will come out of here with his first victory. What a debut from both of these guys. You got to give McDowell a ton of credit as well. What a card.
Here we go, fight fans.
What a start
right along
to this
with
fight.
Your next bout of the evening. This will be the final bout on the prelim portion of AKA 53, and it goes down inside the featherweight division, being brought to you by Mammoth Coolers. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Alex Cibrian.
Final fight of our prelims. Got this featherweight bout, which welcomes Alex Cibrian to the stage. Cibrian, a freestyle fighter representing Elite MMA, 5'6", 145, fighting out of your neck of the woods, Houston, Texas. What more can you tell us about El Martillo?
Yes, Alex Cibrian, one of these representatives of the Elite MMA Atascocita group, cornered by Coach David Hill. These guys have started coming into our cage here recently, most recently with Landon, who's also on the card tonight, and always good to see him come out. A decent group of guys, good bodies, a crew that trains hard and has displayed nothing but solid skill sets. I think Coach David Hill does a good job of preparing these guys even before they make their debut. They are grappling in tournaments. They are finding ways to compete, and though they come in here with an 0-0 amateur record, they have competed many times, and if I'm not mistaken, I do believe Alex Cibrian has done quite a bit of the TCBs.
Yep, TCBs.
And a couple, maybe some Waco tournaments as well, things like that line of competition. So he comes in with a little bit of experience, and I think he's going to be more of a striker who also knows how to defend takedowns and anti-grapple as well. So
And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome to the cage, Jake Traver.
Next up is Jake Traver, a freestyle fighter representing Performance Evolution and Three Brothers Jiu-Jitsu, 6 foot, 145. Out of right here in Lake Charles, you can hear the pop for him. What do you have for us on Jake Traver?
Yeah, Jake Traver, 1-1 record, a guy that right here from Performance Evolution, trains with the PE crew and the Three Brothers Jiu-Jitsu guys. A decent grappler, a good, well-rounded skill set, trains hard, trains with this good group, gets sparring rounds, stays on the mat all the time. A guy who I've tried to match, who we've tried to get matched here at AKA in the past, and I believe fell apart last minute. So good to have him get in here. And what better place to do it than here in the Golden Nugget Casino in Lake Charles, Louisiana, in front of his hometown. And I think this is going to be a good scrap. Both of these guys have well-rounded skill sets, well evenly matched. We'll see how it goes.
How cool is it for these debutants to be walking into a sold-out Golden Nugget in their hometown? I mean, you normally don't walk into these kind of situations in a debut, but I mean, the stage is set for them to shine.
I mean, for Cyprian especially, again, my boy here, 1-1, so it's not his debut, but you got to think, yeah, absolutely. Jay, for Cyprian, this is a lot to take in, and this is a sold-out crowd, and even for a guy like him fighting at any level, this is as big a crowd as you're going to fight in front of him in some time, and I guarantee your boy, Jake Traver, sold some tickets. He's already getting quite a pop.
Jake Traver, Alex Cyprian ready to close out the prelims here at AKA 53. We will turn it back over to Dynamite David Hart.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA featherweight division. This fight's being brought to you by Mammoth Coolers. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter representing elite MMA. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, here is El Martillo, Alex Cyprian. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter representing the Performance Evolution fight team and Three Brothers Jiu-Jitsu. He stands 6 feet even, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Lake Charles, Louisiana, here is Jake Traver. Your referee in charge of the action when the cage door closes, Mr. Josh Lee.
Josh Lee, who we've seen do it in the AKA cage before, out there to referee this one. We're underway with our final fight of the prelims.
Fast hands from Alex Cyprian to get it started. Good combination punching. Traver Proven with the inside low kick, left hook behind it. Ooh, swooping right hand just finds the chin.
Beautiful work from Cyprian, but Traver just landed a nice left hand of his own.
Cyprian switching stances, southpaw orthodox, sending hooks from either stance.
Jousting kicks there from the two of them.
Hard low kick from Alex Cyprian. Right hand, doubling up on it.
Well, Cyprian doing a great job attacking that lead leg. Now going to the inside.
I like how Cyprian's parrying the kicks and firing punches off of it. Trying to take away the range a little bit of Traver. Swooping right hand comes close. Traver clinches and separates.
Deep up the middle from Traver.
Hard inside low kicks checked by Traver. Ooh, and Alex stuns Jake. Jake doing a good job of closing, though he's hurt, and finding a level change, trying to finish a takedown here on the fence, and gets it.
Yeah, looks like he's got the hands together. Cibrian got the neck wrapped up.
Cibrian just hurts Jake Traver and kind of deer in the headlights, unable to capitalize on the moment. Traver changes levels, scores a takedown. Gotta be frustrating.
Yep. Yeah, what a change here. You land the big right hand, you're going in for the kill, and now you got Traver all over you. Now he's on your back.
Jake Traver taking the back, both hooks in, cinching it in. Cibrian doing a decent job of controlling that far hand, not letting him cinch the choke in. Jake doing a good job here though, keeping his position, hooking the leg. Might give up the spot though. Cibrian just compact, able to wiggle out and get on top. Traver attempting a triangle now and cinches that one in tight. This is a good attempt from Jake Traver. Let's see if Cibrian's able to find his base, find the lights. He needs to posture up. This is a better position. Alex Cibrian just gonna be tough, 10 seconds left. Hammer fist from Jake Traver.
I thought he was throwing elbows at first, throwing some hammer fists instead.
Those are legal.
Only the hammer fist, not the elbows. Cibrian survives and then throws a left hand after the horn there, but what a first round. That's an interesting round, Matt. You got the big shot from Cibrian that drops Traver, but the final, minute or so, all Jake Traver.
Jake Traver on top, and then Jake Traver kind of is, gets close to finishing the fight there at the end with a triangle. I want to say that's a Traver round, but good moments from both guys, and again, another beautifully matched fight. These guys just scrapping it out, both having moments, both having opportunities to win this fight.
That was a very close round. That's one that's not easy to judge. This right hand is certainly the highlight of the round, I would say.
Just sits Jake Traver down. Jake able to get his wits about him and shoot a takedown attempt, and ultimately finds himself down here. This was towards the end of the round. Cinches in the triangle choke, and it came close. It was a very good attempt.
Very good. It was great stuff there from Jake Traver. What a way to weather the storm, too. You eat that big right hand, things could go awry. Instead, he dominates the final minute plus.
And good stuff from Alex Cibrian, too, finding his way out of that choke.
Cibrian has looked a little bit more polished on the feet.
Good punches in combination.
Going back to attacking that lead leg.
Looping right hand has found its target tonight as well for Alex Cibrian. Tries to catch the teep. Jake Traver able to pair away yet again.
You've got to wonder with the success of that first round if Traver tries to get this back to the mat.
Yeah, Traver's got to feel decent about the grappling exchanges there. Definitely had some good moments. Sometimes just scoring a takedown's easier said than done.
Sure, of course.
Ooh.
Might start thinking more about it if he eats shots like that.
Yeah, that's right. Might get a little more.
About a minute gone in the second round.
Those takedown attempts, getting punches skipped off his cheekbones.
Cibrian going knee to knee right there.
Yeah, Traver checking the low kick. Teep up the middle as Cibrian kicked, almost knocked him off balance. Looping right hand again, just a little short for Alex Cibrian. Jake Traver doing a good job of finding some space, getting to the middle of the cage. He needs to keep that center, stop fighting with his back up against skirting the cage. It's allowing Cibrian to box him in a little bit.
Traver does have the reach advantage, but Cibrian has had no real problems dealing with that. Been able to close the distance well and get his shots off for the most part.
Sharp jab there from Jake Traver. Switching to the southpaw stance.
We talked about it. Traver's got to get his back off the fence here. Getting stalked down by Cibrian.
Good inside low kick. Right hand comes close for Alex Cibrian. Cibrian just doing a good job of kind of staying offline. It's helping him take angles better and make up that range.
.30 seconds left to go in the second round.
Good hook there by Jake Traver. Knees up the middle. Trying to end this round strong. Good knees up the middle again for Jake Traver.
There it is, gets the takedown easily.
He needed to create a little distance there for himself, and I think he did. The round was close. It wasn't like Alex was running away with it. Good takedown.
I do think Cibrian's having more success on the feet. I'm really liking those low kicks, but Traver has found the equalizer here.
Yep. Traver just being savvy, finding the takedown, only attempting one and getting it, scoring, finishing the round on top. Good stuff. Yeah,
it's great optics to finish the round. You get the takedown effortlessly, get the final 25 or so seconds on top. Very close fight. I mean, this one, it's going to be a tough one for the judges. You need somebody to kind of put a stamp on it in the third round.
Another big looping right hand. Cibrian just finding his moments with those looping punches. I think looping them in is kind of the equalizer on longer, taller guys. You don't want to be reaching with your longest punch when a guy's a little bit longer than you. But if you can stay offline a little bit, try to counter his punches, slipping, ripping over hands, sending left hooks behind him. Well contested fight thus far, though. Both of these guys having good moments.
Very close fight. These two have gone back and forth. They both had their moments. Cibrian probably has been a little bit sharper in the striking, but Traver has a couple takedowns, nearly put the fight away at the end of the first with that triangle attempt. Let's see what the third and final round has in store for us.
Traver again coming out, just switching stances back and forth. Both guys kind of fighting from a pretty neutral stance.
Cibrian has been beating that lead leg up, though. Now he gets a couple big shots off.
Big looping punches from the inside.
Question is, if they got a cup, who's going to hold it for you? And I hope your aim is true.
Traver firing that teep from a little too far out.
Shoulder fake, overhand right. Been working all night for Alex Cibrian.
Throwing some pump fakes at Traver now. Traver's activity has slowed down on the feet.
It definitely has. You wonder, wonder if he's just kind of waiting for his moment to try to attempt a takedown. This is good defense by Alex Cibrian, finding some ground and pound. He's got to be careful here not to give up his back to Jake Traver. Traver kind of secedes the position a little bit, but might feel good about where he's at. Throws in the far side hook, and now all he needs to do is pop that head out, and he is on the back of Alex Cibrian.
Cibrian holding on for dear life. Looks like Traver is about to pop his head out. There it goes.
Cibrian needs to start his back escapes now. Or 10 seconds ago, he needed to have already been trying to escape the back position. Jake Traver just being savvy, sticking to him, trying to wind this clock down from a good position. So far, though, good job here by Alex Cibrian beating the bottom leg. He needs to, if he's able to free that leg, he's all but out. Beat that underhook, but again, you see Jake Traver fishing for that bottom side hook. Alex needs to make something happen here, just so as he doesn't end the round. There he goes, turns into the guard of Jake Traver. Let's see if he can get some ground and pound off from this position. Feet in the hips, Jake Traver looks like he's gonna try and get active with his guard, isolating an arm, keeping the posture of Alex Cibrian broken down. Alex Cibrian body, trying to soften up Jake Traver. The guard is open. Cibrian could, a flower sweep attempt here by Jake Traver. Might come close. Armbar attempt.
Wow, what an angle.
Omoplata attempt. Savvy stuff there. Cibrian steps around. What a fight. What a scrap. Beautiful work by both competitors.
What a fight. What a way to close out the prelims. The prelims have been absolutely sensational. And we might have just had our most competitive fight yet. These two really each had big moments. This is going to be a tough one for the judges to score. Traver may have had the best of that third round, though. I'm really curious to see where the judges go with this one. Cibrian had the big knockdown to start the fight, but the momentum immediately flipped whenever Traver got the takedown, ended up locking in the triangle to finish off that first round. Second round, very competitive until the end when Traver got the takedown. So this is a tough one for the judges.
It is a tough one. It could go either way, definitely. I think Jake Traver kind of finished some of the rounds optically a little better. Let's see what
Ladies
happens.
and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of hooking and jabbing, scoping and slamming, hanging and banging, we are going to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges have seen this bout the same way, therefore declaring your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out of the blue corner, El Martillo, Alex Cibrian.
It is Alex Cibrian who has his hand raised. Just a little bit sharper in the striking. The big knockdown in the first, it felt like any time the fight was on its feet, he was more active. He was chewing up that lead leg. Traver really got back in the fight with the takedowns, but highly, highly competitive.
What a great fight. Very competitive. You know, like we said, it could have gone either way.
Yep.
I was leaning a little more towards the opposite side, but what can you say? I mean, beautiful stuff, beautiful performance. I think both guys showed out and did a good job.
I'll say this, we are almost always on the same page. That's one of the few times we've ever seen a fight kind of differently, because I did think Cibrian won that fight.
Sure.
But it's understandable if anybody saw that one either way. Very, very competitive. Neither guy should hang their heads in this one. Hell of a fight, hell of a way to start this card.
All right,
we are
so
off and running in Lake Charles.
How about it out there, Lake Charles? You guys having a good time? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What in the blue hell was that? I don't know about you folks, but we in South Louisiana on a Saturday night, we ready to turn up and have a good time, right? So we got more juice than that. Here's what I need, Lake Charles. On the count of 3, I want every man, woman, and child, top to bottom, left to right, all the way around. We're gonna blow the roof off this place. You with me? I wanna hear you make some noise. On the count of 3, Lake Charles. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now that's how you get it done. Now we're just getting started here at AKA 53. That does it for the prelims. We're moving on to the undercard next. But what we're gonna do right now, Old Dynamite's gonna give y'all a chance to pick your spirits up a little bit, to find that next gear so we can ride it wide open all night long. So we're gonna take a quick pause for the cause, step outside, smoke them if you got them, grab yourself an ice cold liquid libation to ease your frustration, and we're coming back with more here at AKA here at AKA 53. Now for all you youngsters out there, we've all got automatic transmissions. Well, old Dynamite decided to go back and drive the stick here tonight. So back on the stick shift, old Dynamite's back with you, locked, cocked, and ready to rock. It's now time for the undercard here at American Combat Alliance 53. It's a middleweight bout inside the MMA division and sponsored by the Bogard Law Offices. At this time, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Julio Melendez.
Is a southpaw representing Silang Sang Fighting Systems MMA, 5'8", 185, out of Dallas, Texas. What more can you tell us about Julio?
Julio Melendez making his debut, fighting out of Silang Sang Fighting Systems. We know these guys over at this gym, they typically come in with a well-rounded skill set, know how to box and kickbox, level change, defend takedowns, everything in between. I think Julio Melendez, much like his opponent, is a guy that wants to fight a weight class down, but I figured, you know, it was kind of, you know, the same type of thing. So they ended up fighting up a weight class, not cutting weight. But anticipate we'll see much of what we've seen from the Silang Sang guys in the past. Good solid technique, good tenacity. And if the rest of the night's been any indication, we might just have another scrap. I have no idea.
I certainly think we might. It has been absolutely incredible so far. 4 fights, 4 bangers, and we're ready for another. Julio Melendez set to take on Trey Duhan. Joseph Holmes there in the corner representing Silang Sang Fighting Systems, and I believe he's completely taken over the gym now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right. And since he has, you know, we've featured these guys quite a few times, and every time they've come out, they've had a good showing and been good dudes. So looking forward to having them out more. First one tonight for our boy Julio Melendez.
Shout out to Joseph.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for his opponent. Please welcome to the cage, Trey Duhan.
Trey Duhan. I just assumed it was Duhan from down here in the South. He's a southpaw as well. A couple of southpaws ready to get into a fist fight. He's representing Fight Fitness Academy, 5'11", 185, out of Sulphur, Louisiana. Trey Duhan making the walk, Matt Schnell.
Yeah, Trey Duhan, a guy that wrestled at the NAIA level in college, wrestling a little bit. So he's had a little bit of experience at the next level as far as athletics are concerned, and has a good, solid wrestling background. Now training with the guys over, you know, Justin Carpenter there in his corner. So he's training here in Sulphur with Sulphur Boxing. So you got to anticipate he's going to bring some hands. But I know for a fact that Trey Duhan's gotten around quite a bit. He was training at a gym in Houston for a little bit with my buddy Colin Wright, and trains in Lafayette, so bopped around quite a bit. And everywhere he goes, he kind of walks into gyms, trains, is a decent part of it, and is getting better all the time. Wrestling experience, willing to throw hands from right here in Sulphur, Louisiana. I believe his daddy was the wrestling coach, and so a good story. A little hometown cooking here for our boy Trey Duhan.
Ready to get the undercard underway. It's Duhan and Melendez live from the Golden Nugget in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Here's Dynamite.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA middleweight division. This fight being sponsored by the Bogard Law Officers. And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a southpaw fighter representing the Silang Sang Fighting Systems MMA. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Dallas, Texas, here is Julio Guerrero Melendez.
The Bluebirds.
And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a southpaw fighter representing the Fight Fitness Academy. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Sulphur, Louisiana, here is Traver Duhan.
Chris Hill back in there. He came over and asked me a minute ago if we were saying anything bad about him. Never, Chris, never. One of the best refs in the game. Chris Hill on this assignment for Traver Duhan and Julio Melendez.
Excellent
we are underway.
Mustache. Melendez closes the distance, gets clipped with a right hook behind the ear as he enters. Traver Duhan getting started quick.
Getting started quick, applying that pressure. Wow,
Beautiful
pure strength.
takedown, over-under position, right into side mount, pinned up against the fence. This is rough stuff for Julio Melendez.
Duhan out and running out of the gates. Dominating his first 30.
You can tell just by his positioning, he's heavy on his hips, not taking off too much pressure with knees and elbows, making Julio Melendez carry all of his weight, pinning his hands here. Melendez, the fence working against him as well, kind of gives up the spot. Big punches from Duhan, almost gives up the position. A half-hearted Granby from Julio Melendez, gets his back taken in the process. This place is going to go crazy if Traver Duhan gets the finish by rear naked choke.
Traver Duhan in emphatic fashion in front of the sold-out crowd at the Golden Nugget. And once again, they are on their feet, and rightfully so. What a showing by Traver Duhan. Landed the big shot early, took it to the ground, and then locked up the RNC to put it away, Matt. Great stuff.
Worked his way in, used it underhook, scored the takedown, dominated from start to finish. Here just getting mean, sending some punches, a little half-hearted Granby attempt by Julio Melendez. Gets his back took and gives up the rear naked choke finish. Traver Duhan sets this place on fire right quick.
First fight of the night that has been one-sided, I would say. You know, not to knock Julio Melendez there, but that was a great showing by Duhan. Took complete control from the second it started and got the quick finish in the first round. Our first round finish of the night. I accidentally called Trey Elliot Abear earlier.
Oh
I saw
God.
him from behind and I thought that it was Elliot. I didn't see. I mean, that was an Elliot Abear
Marquise,
type
pull that
performance.
music
Sure,
down.
easily. I can see Elliot Abear
All
in
right,
this goofball.
ladies
too.
and
Come on.
gentlemen, we're all here having a good time. We're watching these athletes compete. I'm gonna say this one time. Somebody threw this in the cage. That's some horse shit. Cut it out. We're gonna find you. Don't do it again. All right, now let's find out who won the fight. Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 1 minute, 11 seconds in the very first round, declaring your winner, Traver Duhan.
Traver Duhan, your winner. Made it look pretty easy, Matt.
Great showing by Traver Duhan. Takes the back here with a vengeance. Both hooks in, crosses the feet, sinks in the rear naked choke, gets the squeeze, gets the tap from Julio Melendez.
So Duhan, your winner, much to the delight of the fans here in Lake Charles. They see their first quick finish of the night, and apparently somebody didn't like it. They threw a can into the cage. First time I've seen that. I will say our AKA fans are usually incredible. We never have any problems. Dynamite was right. That's not cool to do. Let's not have any of that happen. Let's not spoil an incredible night with stupidity from anyone. But that's not what it's about. It's about the win for Traver Duhan. Great elite work. Gets the submission finish in the very first round. And now it looks like we might have a scrap in the crowd.
Come on, boys. The action's in the cage. Let's keep it where it belongs.
You get a packed house, and, you know, stuff like that could happen potentially. Tough to tell from this angle what's going on. I'm not going to be able to do play-by-play from here, but I could see the entire crowd standing to their feet, everybody looking in that direction. You can only assume that somebody has gotten a little too rowdy back there. I don't want to take away from Byron Walker and Landon Ericson, who are up next. Set for that big-time matchup between two rising amateurs.
All right, here we go, fight fans. Moving right along with your next bout of the evening. This fight goes down inside the AKA welterweight division and is brought to you by 100% Chiropractic right here in Lake Charles. Go see Doc. Let him get you right at 100% Chiropractic. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Landon Ericson.
Landon Ericson looking to set it off here in Lake Charles. He calls himself the Chosen One. He is a southpaw representing Elite MMA and Rise MMA. 6'3", 170, out of Houston, Texas. We saw him back in Shreveport, Matt. Kid's talented.
Very talented, long, dynamic, savvy, understands distance, understands range, uses his feet well. Didn't get much of a chance to see him grapple very much. Probably won't see much of his grappling tonight either if Byron Walker has anything to do with it. Landon Ericson, tall, long, southpaw, uses his range and reach very well. Young Micah White in his corner tonight, another flyweight stud from Houston, Texas. Coach David Hill, his other cornerman. The Elite MMA Atascocita guys. Second fight of the night, coming up victorious earlier. You know, Landon's looking to continue that momentum.
Yeah, Landon took home a split decision victory over Jalen Johnson in his debut back in November in Shreveport, and it was a great fight. I mean, you could see Ericson has that long reach. He used it to his advantage in that fight, ultimately walked away with the win. Ready to step into the AKA cage for the second time here tonight. Ericson is into the cage. He'll await Byron Walker.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for his opponent, the internet sensation. Let's hear it for Byron Walker.
Byron Starboy Walker, a kickboxer by practice representing Performance Evolution and Three Brothers Jiu-Jitsu. 5'10", 170 out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. He's fresh off of a big-time knockout over Glenn Norman Jr. Knocked him out in Marksville. It went viral everywhere. Glenn Norman pointing down to the center of the cage, Max Holloway-esque, and he paid the price. Byron Walker was the one making him pay.
Took full advantage of that viral moment, and this young man's built for it. Just a dynamic style, a good striker, power in both of his hands, light on his feet. I love this matchup. When we saw it, it was just one that I think everybody was like, ooh, baby. Let's see how that one works out. So a great fight tonight for Byron Walker. I anticipate we're going to see some big strikes from both of these guys. Looking forward to a good one.
Byron Walker with a 2-2 record. Of course, he's off that win against Glenn Norman. Looking to get over 500 in this matchup against Landon Ericson. This should be a great striking matchup. I don't expect it to go to the ground, but you never know. It could happen. Both of these guys have showed elite skills on the feet. I'm expecting more of that in this fight. Byron Walker, Landon Ericson looking to keep the momentum going here at AKA 53.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA welterweight division. This fight being brought to you by 100% Chiropractic right here in Lake Charles. And now, Introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a southpaw fighter representing Elite MMA and Rise MMA. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, here is the chosen one, Landon Ericson. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a kickboxer, representing Performance Evolution's fight team and Three Brothers Jiu-Jitsu. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Lake Charles, Louisiana, here is Byron Starboy Walker.
These Lake Charles fans have showed up to support their fighters. Getting loud once again for Byron Walker. Walker has his hands full with Landon Ericson. I'm curious to see how he deals with the reach advantage of Ericson. Ericson, 6'3", very, very long.
Outside low kick from Byron Walker to get it started. Good busy hands from both guys. Kind of crashes in as Ericson tries to advance. Good activity from both fighters thus far. They're just kind of skating out there. Landon Ericson getting busy after another low kick scores.
Byron firing back.
He really is having a lot of success with that outside low kick. And we've seen it happen. They add up a beautiful flying knee up the middle, skips off the guard of Walker. What a scrap.
It's one thing about Byron Walker. He has a great guard, does a good job keeping his hands up.
Ericson checks that last outside low kick. Good adjustment by Landon Ericson. Low kick of his own scores. Hard low kick again from Byron Walker. Ericson answers with one in kind.
Back and forth they go.
Yes, indeed. It's like they're just trading them. Ooh, sharp right hand stuns Byron Walker, sends him back to the fence. The guard's high. Landon Walker going for a takedown, I'm not sure.
I don't know about that one.
Was a nice takedown, completely in side position, but he had Byron Walker hurt. Byron shrimping, trying to get his guard back, making a mistake by keeping that far side overhook.
It was great work by Ericson on the feet.
Yeah, Landon had him stunned.
And now he's working on Walker's back here. I did not expect to see much of this in this fight. A minute left to go in the first round. Ericson has had the brighter moments thus far.
Well, Landon just making Byron carry his weight here. Now he's got his hands together. This is going to be a good, lifts him up, scores, has his head pinned against the fence. Landon needs to get his head above Byron Walker's to secure the position.
Second takedown of this first round for Landon Ericson. Making me eat my words about this being a striking matchup.
Well, Landon kind of does have the grappling in the bag a little bit. We didn't get to see much of it in that last fight, but there we go. Byron Walker doing a good job getting active, scooting his hips up, starting to build up on the fence. He needs to separate the hands.
Ericson just so heavy on him, though.
As long as Landon can keep his hands together, he's going to be able to re-score and reattach as Byron Walker stands. He did a good job getting to his feet, but he's got to separate the hands.
Great showing from Landon Ericson in the first round. Had a really nice combo that looked like it had Byron Walker hurt. Walker shelled up. Ericson took advantage, got the easy takedown. There was that flying knee as well.
Knee, very athletic. The young man's got hops too. Straight right.
I mean, by the way, shout out to Luke Hawkins, our producer director for all of these replays, always doing a sensational job. We appreciate him very much.
Byron Walker definitely having some success with the outside low kicks. Landon ate quite a few of those. But yeah, I think right here, the jab, the cross, and the cross from the orthodox stance too. Landon just being dynamic out there. It's so impressive. These young guys, bunch of goofballs out here just putting it together. So young. Probably makes a mistake here by scoring this takedown because he had the young man staggered, but it is what it is. We fight another round.
Well, he certainly won that round. Whether or not that was or wasn't a mistake, he won the round, landed some big shots, got 2 takedowns. That was a clear round in favor of Landon Ericson. Let's see if Byron Walker can answer in round number 2.
You know, and I might be being hard on the young man, splitting hairs, you know?
Sure. But he did have a big moment there. Felt like he could have capitalized on it more.
Another low kick, outside low kick from Byron Walker. They're just trading him back and forth. Both of these guys can really strike. I would like to see him kickbox a little more.
Rip to the body from Walker.
Landon drives the straight left to the body and then fires one up top as well. Low kick spins, looping left hook, hurts Landon, and Landon's on his back foot here. Tries to grapple in, is very smart to do so because he was hurt, no doubt about it. Big moment for Byron Walker. Unfortunate he gives up the takedown and ultimately not in a great position right here.
No, very unfortunate. One of those moments where it felt like he was gaining some momentum and Ericson completely shutting it down here.
Ericson definitely hurt on wobbly legs there. Scores the takedown. Punching in succession here.
Just over a minute and a half left to work for Ericson. Walker building back to his feet.
Again, good timing there from Walker. Builds up, but Landon has his hands together. Yep. Byron's got to fight the hands and separate them. Find a way to create some space for himself so he can turn back in. Maybe create some distance. Landon probably still trying to clear the cobwebs. This is so taxing too. Not only is Landon being good, okay,
Standing
nice,
guillotine, huh?
nice guillotine attempt, and Byron Walker smacks him on the way up too. That was a hard punch. Landon Ericson not in a great position, took it right on the chin as he tried to build up. Another big moment from Byron Walker. 50 seconds remaining, and I guess this round's still here. Nice little sit out there from Landon Ericson trying to be active with his defensive grappling. Drags out, not terrible. Back to their feet, let's see who has a little more gas. Outside low kick continues to have success for Byron Walker.
Yeah, so did that left hand. Second time he's landed that. That left hand is what started that last sequence. Walker looking a little bit more comfortable in there now. Back to orthodox.
Outside low kick again. I've seen Landon check it. He needs to tune in, check it, and answer that outside low kick. They do add up. We know. Good round for Byron Walker. I mean, goodness gracious. Much closer round. Byron Walker definitely having some big moments, hurting Landon Ericson. Big looping left hand right off the temple of Ericson, backs him up. Another right hand straight down the pipe. Again, Ericson just being savvy and smart, grappling into Byron Walker as he was being punished. Slows it down, finds the takedown. This was a great attempt here as well by Byron as he attempts the front headlock. The standing guillotine, Landon spins out. Byron able to stay in a good position. Maybe was enough for him to win that round.
It's going to depend on how the judges saw that takedown after Ericson got hurt. I feel like I really do, because if you're looking on damage in that round, I think you have to give it to Byron Walker. There's no doubt about it. If the judges are looking more at the takedown, maybe they do swing it in Erickson's way. I personally have it 1-1 right now. I've got Ericson in the first. I've got Byron Walker in that second round. That means, if I'm correct, we've got a round to decide it here in the third.
Ericson getting physical right off the bat, kind of taking the range away from Byron Walker. I think both guys pretty aware that this round could be the one that determines the winner of this fight.
Ooh, Byron swinging for the fences. Aaron Judge type swing.
He's had a lot of success with that outside low kick. Ericson looking for a tee. Beautiful level change by Ericson. Better defense here by our boy Byron Walker. Byron trying to dig an underhook here. Ericson doing a good job keeping decent head position. Taking away the space, trying to slow things down.
2 minutes left to decide a winner in what has been a very, very close fight. Both fighters have had their moments. Ericson continuing to work on Walker. Byron getting some short punches off. Been in a bit of a stalemate here for the last minute 30. Or the last 30, I should say. Ericson just wearing on Walker up against the cage, continuing to apply pressure. Got that underhook.
Walker has fought a good fight too, and you see when they're out in the middle and they're exchanging strikes, he's doing well. This fight, Landon's just done a better job of gaming things. He's using his underhook, he's pinning, he's making Walker work, and now Walker trying to get more active with his defense, but these are positions that Byron has to become more familiar with because he's such a solid striker. People are going to see that as a threat. They're going to try to do stuff like this, pin him against the fence, run the clock. Byron's got to become an expert at skating off the fence and separating from these positions.
Right now, Byron has to break free, I feel like, and get active in the final 40 because while Ericson hasn't done a ton, he has been the one in control of this round thus far. 30 seconds left to work. Ericson just continually
now Byron's
applying
got
pressure.
An underhook. It looks like he's trying to circle off, kind of dips for a level change of his own. Landon holding on to the cage.
Yeah, Kerry Mullins reaching in to knock his hand
Got
away.
Caught. Now Byron Walker putting Landon's back to the cage. Byron just a little taller, able to turn. I think the Lake Charles crowd just getting a little fed up with the grappling exchanges. And that's how the round expires.
Great first 2 rounds. Not as much action in the third. Probably our least action-packed round of the entire card. But look, that's saying a lot. We're 6 fights in. Every single round had been a banger up until that one. The question is, was that enough to win the fight for Landon Ericson? He certainly seems to think so. Celebrating up on the cage. Close fight, especially that second round. Ericson definitive in the first. Close second. Maybe the edge to Walker. Felt like the edge to Ericson in that third. And like you said, Matt, just high IQ stuff. Just every time there was anything going Byron's way, you know, he'd secure a takedown, whatever it may be, and really reverse momentum back in his direction.
Yeah, Landon not only displaying good technique, but also being savvy, winning moments, understanding what time it was in the round, attempting takedowns. Byron fighting a great fight,
sure,
you know, and I think we're going to see some great stuff from Byron Walker down the road. This guy's a stud. Needs to shore up some of those grappling deficiencies a little bit, but he's getting better. He's making improvements. You know, I don't want to split too many hairs on him. It was a tough matchup tonight. Good fight. And honestly, we don't even know who won yet.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet, we don't.
You know, it was a close matchup.
Time to declare a winner.
Byron had him hurt.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of fantastic mixed martial arts action, we are going to the judges' scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, all 3 judges have seen and scored this bout the same way. Therefore, declaring your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting in the blue corner, the chosen one, Landon Ericson.
Ericson moves to 2-0 as an amateur. Showed off so much skill that we didn't get to see in his first fight. Everything was on the feet in the first fight, showed off the grappling. Looked really good with some of those takedowns.
Absolutely. I think we're going to see a lot of good stuff from young Landon Ericson, hard-working kid, wants to stay busy, wants to get back out there soon. Looking forward to seeing more from him. Atascocita, Elite MMA Atascocita, Rise Wrestling, 2-0 on the night. Great job from the guys. Happy to hear about it.
And his size in this division is going to be a problem. He's so long, and if he's got those kind of skills on the ground, he's really and truly going to be a problem because the striking is there. Landon Ericson moves to 2-0, and we turn our sights to a title bout. Amateur heavyweight championship on the line between Aiden Bell and Marco Serrano. One of the biggest fights of the night
Mr.
about
DJ,
to take
let's
place
pull that
right
down
now.
a little bit. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I could have you feast your eyes on the big screen, I am making my way over here. We are in the presence of a true legend. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we all know we live in the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. We are celebrating 250 years, and the reason we are the greatest country in the world is because of the sacrifice and the service of men just like this. This young man, 83 years old, Vietnam veteran, junior middleweight boxing champion in the United States Navy. "83 years old, he's been shadow boxing in his seat all night long. I don't think these young boys want some of that smoke." Hey, we've also got another celebrity in the house, District Judge, Mr. Bobby Holmes. He's here with us tonight. Great to see you, sir. All right, fight fans, here we go. This will be the final bout on the undercard portion of AKA 53, and it will be for the Amateur Heavyweight Championship. This fight being brought to you by our good friends at Lanyap Adventures, right here in Lake Charles. For all your travel needs, book your hotels, your flights, cruises, worldwide and more, right here in Lake Charles, Lanyap Adventures. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Marcos Serrano.
Next up is Marcos Serrano, a young man we've watched grow up in front of our eyes here at American Combat Alliance. He steps back into the cage, this time well-deserving of a title fight as he chases amateur heavyweight gold here tonight at AKA 53. Marcos Crosshair Serrano, representing Elite Combat Academy and the compound, 5'10", 262, out of Shreveport, Louisiana. What more do you have on Marcos, Matt?
Yeah, Marcos, we've obviously seen him here fairly recently. Had a great performance against Gunnar Moscow, a guy that I think a lot of people didn't really give him a chance against, mostly because of how physically imposing Gunnar Moscow is. But Marcos Serrano, against all odds, was able to deal with it, and I think he surprises, even though he's quite literally grown up in this cage.
For sure.
I still think sometimes he continues to surprise us, and he's still growing. He's such a young man. And he has a longer leash as a heavyweight as well, and I would like to see him put on a little size, like some good, hefty muscle in some capacity. But I do think
slowly but surely, I think it's happening.
Slowly but surely, yeah, slowly but surely. I mean, he weighed in at 262, and he was talking to me about fighting at 205, and it's just like, my boy, I don't know.
Well, look, he's won 3 of his last 4. His only loss is to the #1 amateur heavyweight in the country. I think he's now turned pro, a very legitimate UFC prospect, so that's not a bad loss by any means. He's won 3 of his last 4. He's been building momentum, knocked off Gunnar Moscow. The moment is here for Marcos Serrano, a chance to seize glory at AKA 53 if he can get through Aiden Bell.
And now, please welcome his opponent to the cage. Put your hands together for Aiden Bell.
Aiden Bell, a kickboxer by practice, representing AFK Wolf's Den MMA out of Beaumont, Texas. He checks in at 6'3", 246. And I heard that this man's got monster hands.
He's got some big old hands. We were having trouble squeezing him into the gloves. Against all odds, we were able to figure something out, and here he comes. This is a big man. This is a true heavyweight. Another test for a guy like Marco Serrano. These heavyweights can be scary men, especially when they're really, really heavyweights, tall, long, just a broad dude, stout, and thick through the arms, thick through the neck, athletic as well. Heard him cracking pads in the back. I was like, what in the world is that? Big fella was bringing it. So you got to think that, not much experience. Only 2-1 if I'm 2-1. But a tough kid, a guy that's got a good reputation in the area. A lot of people talking good things about this young man. He's got a tough test in front of him tonight. This is a true championship-worthy fight. Looking forward to seeing these guys duke it out.
Aiden Bell fought 3 times after making his debut on April 16th of 2025, and tonight he finds himself with a chance to become an AKA champion, AKA title on the line.
Here we go, fight fans. 5 3-minute rounds for the AKA Amateur Heavyweight Championship. This fight being brought to you by Land Yap Adventures. And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist representing the Elite Combat Academy at the Compound in Shreveport. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 262 pounds. Fighting out of Shreveport, Louisiana, here is Marcos Crosshair Serrano. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a kickboxer representing AFK and Wolf's Den MMA. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 246 pounds, fighting out of Beaumont, Texas. Here is Kaden Bass.
Ready to cap the undercard with an amateur heavyweight title bout. Aiden Bell, Marco Serrano. Here we go.
Sharp jab lands right off the bat for Marco Serrano. Gets his head offline. Aiden Bell sitting him right down the middle. Marco's just so relaxed, so polished. Good fast pair of hands for a big fella.
Yeah, that's one thing that always surprises you about him is how quick he is. The boxing is very crisp. Bell stepping in with that right hand. Marco's firing right back.
Marco's doing a good job. He just gets barely offline. Not that time.
No, ate a right hand to the dome. Nice low kick from Bell.
Bell parries the jab, takes a little outside step and fires that hard low kick. Marcos firing a hook from the over-under position, scores a takedown. Aiden Bell straight to Marcos's back.
When I asked Marcos in the interview before the fight what's something that's been the biggest evolution of his game, he said it's been the grappling and the wrestling, so it's going to be put on display right here.
It's a big punch right there from Aiden Bell as Marcos builds himself back to his feet, fires off of the break. High kick skips off the guard of Marco Serrano. Nice and relaxed, head side to side, back to his cadence, checks the kick of Aiden Bell. Marco's just kind of lunging in with his head a little bit there. I'd like to see him stay behind that jab a little better.
Just over a minute ago, that's a big
high
kick.
Marcos looks hurt.
Serrano
Aiden
shelling
Bell
up.
Stuffs him, stabs him to the body and crumbles Marco Serrano with a beautiful shot right to the breadbasket. Marco Serrano 6-4, the much younger, much less experienced Aiden Bell steals the show. What a moment.
That sequence started with the head kick, and then Aiden Bell smelled blood in the water, and he got right to work, finished it with a body shot. Aiden Bell, now your amateur heavyweight champion. He gets it done in round number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 1 minute 57 seconds in round number 1, declaring your winner by way of knockout and new AKA Amateur Heavyweight Champion, Kaden Bass.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your winner, the heavyweight champ, Aiden Bell. Aiden. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, the new heavyweight champ, Aiden Bell. Aiden, you came into this fight much less experienced than your opponent. Your opponent 6-4, 10 fights total. You're only 2-1. Talk about that moment. Talk about what it was facing that tonight.
Man, the number of fights you have doesn't necessarily dictate your skill level. So what we worked on is looking at tendencies, looking at film, what can we break down, and then go attack those things. Don't try to rush anything. I haven't been out of the first round yet. I've never been out of the first round of my career. That is not from a lack of trying. I'm not trying to go out here and just smoke guys. I just have enough power that I can put you to fucking sleep.
Absolutely, that was on full display tonight. I think it was a high kick that got that moment started for you, but you just poured on the offense from there. Pushed a shot right into the breadbasket, and that's what sent him crashing to the ground. Y'all practice some body shots over at y'all's gym?
100%. We are 3-level strikers. We're going to take your legs, take your body, and then we'll take your head.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think this young man has a bright future. Your new heavyweight champion, Aiden Bell.
There it is, Aiden Bell, your new amateur heavyweight champion. Gets it done in round 1, emphatic fashion. The high kick started that sequence. Serrano shelled up, and Bell searched to the body and found a finishing touch, and a well-earned title as he will walk out of here a champion tonight. This kid's for real, Matt.
Absolutely, young gun for sure. Bright future, power for days, a true heavyweight.
It's going to wrap it up for our undercard. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back. Oh, do not go anywhere. We've still got the main event.
All right. Let's pull that down. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you've been hearing him on the 1s and 2s, bringing them funky beats to all of yous all night long. Put your hands together for Louisiana's DJ, DJ MP3. Now, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have been a fantastic crowd all night long, but you must have done something really nice, because I just got word from our friends here at the Golden Nugget. Everybody at AKA, if you've got a wristband or a ticket, you're getting in the Blue Martini for free tonight. That's right, so come on out and have a beer with old Dynamite. We're going to step into Martini a little bit. We're going to have a good time, and you're getting in free. But right now, what better way to celebrate news like that than with a good sing-along, right? I want to hear everybody singing on this one. Hit it one time, MP3. And if y'all didn't know, Sweet Caroline is right here. All right, here we go. Let's go find some fans out here. We gonna get on the mic, right? Who gonna sing along with old Dynamite? All right, here we go. I want to hear everybody back here. Who got some bop, bop, bop in them, right? Y'all got some, right? All right, here we go, ladies. Let's hit it. Reach now.
Touching me, touching you.
That's what I'm talking about, Lake Charles. Let's go, baby. I can't define my man. All right, whoa, take a breath. Take a breath. Get ready. We got some more ba-ba-bas coming. All right, the man with the best hair in the damn building, and he's pretty buff too. We gonna get some ba-ba-bas right here. Hey, whoa, whoa, you're making us fat boys look bad. Calm down, calm down. All right, folks, y'all ready? I want to hear everybody right here, loud, loud. All right, we're gonna find the new victim. Morgan's ready. Morgan's ready. Let me hear you, Lake Charles. Yeah, man. All right, we ready right here? Let's hit it. What's up? Yeah, man. Never would. All right, all right. Tell you what, let's bring that down a little bit. Let's bring that down. All right, now I gotta find out where my real fight fans are. Let me get my butt back up here in the cage so I can see all you beautiful people. We having a good time tonight, right? All right, well, I want to find out where my A team is. I ain't looking for the B team. I ain't looking for the C team. I'm looking for the A team. So here's what we're going to do. Old Dynamite's going to break it down into 3 groups. We're going to start right here. Left side of the cage. Left side of the cage only. I want to hear you guys make some noise on the count of 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, right here, right down the middle. They ain't got nothing on y'all. I want to hear you. Here we go. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo! That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But hey, we saved the best for last, right? Here we go, guys. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about. My A team's over here. All right, folks, saddle up to the bar, grab a beer, tip your bartenders well, and we're coming back with the main card. All pro fights building up to what? The rematch between Hunter Smith and Elliot Abear. day. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the main card of AKA 53, all professional fights and professional rules as we move forward. Up next, we've got 3 5-minute rounds inside the AKA professional featherweight division, and is brought to you by the Bogart Law Officers. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Adrian Smith.
Main card time here at AKA 53. We have been treated to a sensational night thus far, and it only gets better from here. Next up is Adrian, the Trouble Man Smith, a striker with a 1-1 record as a professional, representing Gold Dragon MMA, checking in at 5'10", 145, out of Biloxi, Mississippi. What more can you tell us about Adrian Smith?
Yeah, Adrian Smith, a young man who has a good reputation amongst his peers, somebody who I was put on to, and they said he's the real deal. Long, strong, talented striker, dynamic, light on his feet. Trains with the guys over at Golden Dragon, which was a gym that was formerly in Louisiana, who I was quite familiar with, now over in Mississippi. And yeah, anticipate a good matchup tonight. Had a good, solid amateur record. And 1-1 as a professional, going to come in and put it to the test.
Yeah, 6-2 as an amateur, maybe 7-2. It looks like he had a matchup against Dorian Jones that never got a result posted. But either way, at least 6-2 as an amateur. Now 1-1 as a pro. He'll be looking to move over 500 if he can get through the hometown favorite, Nevin Driehaus, here tonight. Talked to Adrian in the pre-fight interviews. Very confident, man of few words, but no doubt the confidence is there.
Sick walkout song. He did miss weight by 1.8 pounds. Weighed in at 137.8 or 47.8.
And now, Lake Charles.
Just something to note.
Show your love for his opponent. Here is Nerve Driehaus.
Here comes Nerve. Nevin Driehaus, representing Performance Evolution, Hendrix MMA, Head Kicks MMA, Alpha Ape Boxing, and B Jiu-Jitsu. This young man has been training everywhere.
He trains
as
all
of
over
late.
the place.
He really has been training everywhere. 5'8", 145, originally from Lake Charles, Louisiana, and he is certainly one of the hometown favorites, Matt.
Absolutely. Nev Driehaus, a stud, just a ball of energy, an excellent fighter, a guy who I think is a very good prospect for us here in the state of Louisiana, a good representative, a man of faith, hard-working kid. He's had a difficult time getting matched at times, but we got a good one here for him tonight, and a good test, I think, as well. Moving up officially to 145 pounds. He's been fighting at 135 quite a bit, but yeah, I think he made the right move. He's just getting older and a little thicker. He trains so many places because he works a new schedule. I think he's newly a police officer, and he's got a rotating schedule, so he kind of has to work out where he can, and he's got a bunch of good relationships. A lot of people feel very close to Nevin. He's got a lot of guys in his corner. Trains at Head Kicks as well with my boy Aaron Phillips, and puts in a lot of good time. Hard-working kid, trains hard, does the right things, and a very bright prospect. Very, very happy, very proud for Nevin. Happy to have him in the AKA cage again. He's got a real test in front of him tonight.
6-1 as an amateur, a former amateur champion, 1-0 now as a pro. He'll put that 1-0 record on the line right now.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of professional mixed martial arts inside the AKA featherweight division. This fight being brought to you by the Bogart Law Offices. And now, introducing your first fighter, fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a striker, coming to you tonight with a professional record of 1 win and 1 defeat. He is representing the Gold Dragon Dojo. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Biloxi, Mississippi. Here is the Trouble Man, Adrian And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a professional mixed martial artist coming to you tonight with an unblemished record of 1 win and no losses. He is representing the PE Training Center, Head Kicks MMA, Alpha 8 Boxing, and B Jiu-Jitsu. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Lake Charles, Louisiana! Here is Nevin Treehouse!
Full support tonight from this Lake Charles crowd for the hometown fighters. And now it's time for Nevin to put on for his city, or Adrian Smith going to finish what he started here. I was going somewhere with that, and I lost it along the way. Here we go.
Both fighters standing in the southpaw stance, open stance, switch kick from Adrian Smith, skips off the guard of Treehouse. Good hands from both guys. Adrian Smith getting the better of that exchange. Double jab cross. So many hands. Long cross finds the chin of Adrian Smith.
Very active first 30 seconds. Both fighters letting the hands go.
Nice little high kick, skips off the guard of Adrian Smith. Straight left hand behind it. Jab cross, high kick.
Smith really stringing them together there.
Yeah, he is. These boys are bringing.
Great head movement by Nerve.
Inside low kick just disrupts the base of Nerve for a second. Nice sharp right, straight left from Nerve. They're standing both in the southpaw stance, so sometimes I'm thinking I'm looking at them orthodox, confusing me.
Sharp fighters, yeah, exchanging right there.
Sharp jabs from Adrian Smith.
Nev going for the takedown. Gonna let it go.
Solid tactic, but Adrian very active, gets to double underhooks, turns Nev to the fence, and attempts a takedown of his own. Nev doing a good job whizzing down, feeding underhooks. Kind of reaching over the head a little bit too much. Good head position by Adrian Smith. Nice little sharp elbow on the break from Nerve. Nerve back active, straight left hand, right leg off of it.
About halfway through our first 5-minute round of the night as we move to the professional ranks.
What's the comp you strike? Good golly, these boys bringing it for sure.
Good jabs there. Nev firing right back.
Nev just decided to step on the sharp jabs of Adrian Smith and lands good crosses, good power. Jab cross from Nev. Ooh, Adrian Smith sits Nev down with a straight left hand.
Big shot there from Smith, now into the guard of Treehouse. Certainly the biggest moment of this fight thus far.
Definitely a big moment. Nev trying to create a pendulum of sorts, working his open guard a little bit. Adrian Smith just taking the position. Nev putting a foot in his hip. Good stuff by Adrian Smith, trying to counter it and step over. Armbar attack from Nevin comes up short. Active guard from Nev. This is an awkward position. Almost half guard for.
Yeah, he's got his leg pinned now into half guard.
Adrian Smith being smart here too, not being in too much of a hurry. Good shoulder pressure, controlling Nev. Nev doing a decent job there, creating a little bit of momentum for himself. starts to re-guard. He needs to seriously consider getting back to his feet. Good up kick comes close for Nevin Driehaus.
Brings a smile from Adrian Smith. A minute left to work in this first round. Nev back to his feet and he eats shots. Big knee
up
from
the
Nev.
middle from Nev. So much pressure from Nev. It's a good level change by Adrian Smith, but Nev steps back, takes the leg away, creates a clinch opportunity.
Ate a big right hand on the ear as they broke apart. Good rip to the body. Crisp boxing
Nev
right
really
there.
fighting with some urgency here, trying to take this round back, knowing he's probably behind. Big body kick.
These boys are throwing.
Nev just so talented. He's found the target with that body kick now twice. Looks for it again. Hook to the body from Adrian Smith. Overhand right, knees up the middle. What a pace, what a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Good golly.
God, what a fight. That pace was insane for a full 5 minutes. I mean, they never stopped. Absolutely from start to finish, action-packed. There's that left hand from Nevin early in the fight. Good look at this replay. I thought the boxing from both guys looked incredible in that first round. You can see Adrian Smith really stringing things together well. You're going to see the big shot that drops him here in a minute. There's that jab I was talking about. Then Nev firing right back. Rip to the body. There's the left that sits him down. Good stuff there from Adrian Smith. To the body, back to the head, and sits Nevin down. Then as soon as Nev got back to his feet, Adrian was right back on him with strikes. Nev did right the ship a little bit at the end of the round, but certainly a round in favor of Adrian Smith, I would believe. Right to the center. Good inside kick there from Nev.
Sharp jab, skips off the chin of Adrian Smith as he enters. Is a big jab.
Nev's strikes look a little bit more straight so far this round.
He's kind of taking a little bit off of it, but being more deliberate with the targeting.
Again, looking at the body with that kick.
He's had some success switching that kick in. Good range and distance control, kind of blitzes in. Both guys having punches kind of joust off of each other. Double jab from Nevin, feint. Big low kick. Another sharp jab as he does it. I think a inside low kick went south on Driehaus. Double jab, left hand loops over the top and stuns Driehaus a little bit.
It was another good left hand from Adrian Smith.
Violent exchange there.
Another left from Smith.
Attacking the body as Nevin enters.
And Nev
Great
came
punch
rushing in there.
selection.
2 minutes gone in this second round.
Big punches there as Nevin enters again. Just sending them from all angles.
Back and forth they go here in the middle of second round.
Hard low kicks for Driehaus. Driehaus dips in, attacks the body, body head. Pull cross from Driehaus. Makes Adrian Smith extend.
It's that kick once again from Nevin.
Feels like Nevin's kind of finding his rhythm a little bit. Sharp jab again.
Definitely has been a better second round here for Driehaus, excuse me.
Driehaus, like Treehouse.
I know, like Treehouse. That's what I told you
I've
earlier.
been saying it wrong all night, too. It's like I don't know this kid or something.
Exactly.
Beautiful knee sends Adrian Smith crashing to the mat. And Driehaus takes the back. Let's see if he can flatten Adrian Smith out and get a finish here. Devastating elbows from the top.
The crowd roaring to life as their hometown hero trying to finish the fight here in the late stages of the second round. This is close.
And Nevin shuts it down. Beautiful finish. A knee right up the middle. Got it all started. He takes the back and finishes with elbows and ground and pound from the back position. What a moment.
What a fight. Nerve gets it done in the second round. Finishes it with elbows. What a fight. Great comeback here for Nevin Driehaus. There's that knee that set everything up.
The knee off the break. I mean, just being so savvy, knowing he's in position. Doesn't even grab the clinch, but marks him, sends the knee. It finds the chin and stuns Adrian Smith. Ultimately leads to the finish. What a sequence for Nevin Driehaus. What a moment.
What a moment indeed. What a pop from the crowd that Nerve got here as well. Taking care of business in front of his fans in Lake Charles. There's the finishing touch. Repeated elbows over and over. He could sense the finish was near, and he finds it.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 3 minutes, 18 seconds in round number 2, declaring your winner and still undefeated, Nevin Driehaus! Now hold on 1 second before we get to the post-fight interview. Ladies and gentlemen, the staff here at AKA were so impressed with both of these fighters. On behalf of our sponsor, Mr. Rick Murray with Murray Electric, we're awarding both of these fighters $500 cash right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the president, CEO, and owner of AKA, Miss Amber Bishop, awarding both fighters $500 cash.
Lake Charles, Louisiana, I'm here with the stud, Nevin Driehaus. Baby boy, what a performance. What a moment. Talk about it for a second. Obviously a tough opponent. Tell me your thoughts.
All props to Adrian. That dude's an absolute warrior. He doesn't shy away from tough competition just as I do. And I can't thank the guy enough for taking this fight and being such a classy guy up to this moment. He's an awesome dude. He's got a beautiful family with a beautiful son. And I can do nothing but relate to him. All props to him. Y'all show him some love. But the main thing, this is what I do. And y'all gonna get to know me. And this message is gonna make it to the big stage one day in UFC by 2027. Jesus Christ, that's everything. And I want to take my time because these moments don't come by too often, but man, I fought tooth and nail to get here. My beautiful, hey, my wife, can you bring my son in here, please? Can you bring my son in here?
Get that baby in here.
Get that baby in here.
All right, Nevin, obviously an excellent performance.
Okay, real quick.
An excellent finish. Talk about the finishing sequence. Talk about the fight. Tell us how you feel, and let's get out of here.
Man, so I was just trying to get around my jab. I knew I was starting to eat him up with the body kicks. So I was getting those reads off the feints. He would reset. So I started chewing that up, and I was going to get back to up top work. But when he would crash in the clinch, we know he tends to clinch when people get close. And I knew I was going to have to take the opportunity with those knees, so that one put him down. And then I knew once it got to his back, this fight was going to be over, and that's exactly what happened. So
a vicious finish. Nevin, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, this kid's a prospect.
All glory to God and Jesus King. That's my message. We need Jesus more than ever right now. Thank you, guys. I love y'all.
Give it up for your winner, Lake Charles, Louisiana.
And ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't recognize this man in the white shirt who's walking away from me, hey Matt, talking to you, buddy. Come on back in here. Folks, in case you don't recognize this handsome devil right here, not only is he the official matchmaker for AKA, this is an 8-year veteran flyweight division, still signed to the UFC right now, representing Louisiana with class and style, Matt Danger Schnell.
My dog. Great effort there by
And
Nerve.
here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Up next will be your co-main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds inside the AKA flyweight division. This fight being brought to you by Lanyap Adventures, your travel source here in Lake Charles. And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Tyler Forsyth.
Tyler Forsyth ready for this co-main event flyweight matchup against Austin Swallow. Tyler the Typhoon Forsyth, a kung fu background, 5-1, representing law school MMA, 5'7", 125, out of Valhalla, Mississippi. 5-1 record, very experienced as a pro, Matt.
Yeah, very experienced as a pro, has tested himself, fought some good fights as an amateur as well. Came up in this region. Newly he has joined forces with our boy Brian Hall out of Memphis, Tennessee, and Brian the Law Hall, the law school guys. We've had them over here before. They're always great performers. Hasn't been with the team long, but B Hall pretty high on him, thinks the world of him, thinks the kid might have a future. He's got his training partner there in his corner. Made weight like a professional. Austin Swallow coming up short on making weight. Mr. Forsyth he didn't like that very much.
These guys got a little chippy last night at the weigh-ins as well. There was some words exchanged. I asked both of them about it in the pre-fight interviews. It's, sometimes that happens in the fight game, right?
Yeah, it sure does. And they came to, they were able to resolve it and everything and make it make sense. So I think everybody left happy, but ultimately here we are. We have a fist fight. Tyler Forsyth, he's been nothing but a pleasure to work with. Haven't heard much from him, but he showed up, he made weight, brought a good team with him. I anticipate he'll go out there and perform as he has in the past. Like you said, got some good wins, won some fights for CFFC, won some fights for LFA, and now here he is in the AKA cage, about to make his debut right here in Lake Charles, Louisiana, fighting a hometown guy. Not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, 5-1, as I said, on a 2-fight win streak, fresh off a win over Eric Culvert. Looking to go through Austin Swallow here tonight and move to 6-1. It's been a great showing so far for the Lake Charles boys. Tyler Forsyth will try and end their momentum.
And now, Golden Nugget Casino, please welcome his opponent to the cage. Here is Austin Swallow.
Austin, the A-side Swallow. 2-2 as an amateur. He's a look-see-do fighter representing Performance Evolution, Three Brothers Jiu-Jitsu. He checks in at 5'9", 127 out of Lake Charles, Louisiana.
I think it was closer to 29.
Well, okay, I got him at 127 right here. Just a little bit over. Definitely did miss weight.
Somebody was charitable.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But he did miss weight. But right now it's about the fight on hand, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. Austin Swallow, we know what to expect. This guy's a talented, dynamic striker. He's had some great performances in that cage. He's had some curious performances as well. That's something that we've talked about amongst each other. And I think he's trying to just fix things and have fun and take it one moment at a time. But a skilled guy, we've seen him really put it together. A talented striker. I think if he's able to move his feet tonight, keep his range, keep the fight upright, he'll do just fine. I think what we've seen him struggle with in the past is just grappling exchanges, and sometimes you just got to grapple into guys a little better and not commit so much to pushing away constantly. Sometimes pushing away, it's exhausting and sometimes leads to worse positions. So if you're able to meet somebody, take control of the grappling, get your underhooks, it serves you better. This kid can strike. We've seen him put it together, and hopefully he has a great performance again tonight. I know he's prepared, missed weight, but I think he's ready.
We haven't seen him in an AKA cage since November of 2024. Tonight, Austin Swallow returns.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 5-minute rounds of professional mixed martial arts section inside the AKA flyweight division. This fight being brought to you by Lanyap Adventures. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a Kung Fu style fighter coming to you tonight with a professional record of 5 wins, and only once has he tasted defeat. He is representing Law School MMA. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Vahalia, Mississippi. Here is Tyler the Typhoon Forsyth. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a look, see, do style fighter, coming to you with a professional record of 2 wins and 2 defeats. He is representing the Performance Evolution Fight Team and 3 Brothers Jiu-Jitsu. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 126 pounds. Fighting out of Lake Charles, Louisiana! Here is the A-side, Austin Swallow!
Chris Hill back in there to referee this one. Austin Swallow, Tyler Forsyth ready to settle the beef right now. Co-main event, AKA 53.
Forsyth working with a knee raise here to open up the round, trying to get Austin to bite. Sharp jab cross from Forsyth, doing well to work off the move. Forsyth a little more mobile than I had anticipated.
Yeah, Austin asking if he's going to run from him the entire time. Forsyth just working his way around the cage. Now he lets a right hand go.
Yeah, but I mean, true, but Austin needs to cut him off and
Sure,
make him pay,
sure.
you know. You can effectively fight against guys who move as well if you are savvy. Nice sharp jab for Swallow. Calf kick.
Yeah, great calf kicks there.
Swallow pretty active with those calf kicks. Long jab cross from Tyler Forsyth. Skips off the guard. Hook to the body, overhand. Just a little too long for Forsyth. Kind of a slapping left hook there.
About 90 seconds gone in this first round. Right hand over the top from Forsyth.
Yeah, Forsyth really looking for that level change. Swiping overhand right. Needs to be careful not to go back to the well too often. I believe Austin Swallow is savvy enough to make an adjustment. Sharp calf kick.
Oh.
Jab off of it.
That jab's wobbled Forsyth for just a moment.
Just caught him square. This is a good attempt from Forsyth.
Well, this is what we want to see from Austin. Can he deal with this?
He's got the underhook. He's trying to rip the head across. Doing a decent job here of at least making Forsyth work. Forsyth now reaping the leg, trying to pull it off the fence. Forsyth yesterday at the weigh-ins was saying, this man cannot defend a takedown.
Well, that's really the question with Austin. Can he deal with the takedown attempts from Forsyth? That's one fended off so far. Did a great job defending there.
Beautiful Toro motion from Austin Swallow. Says, I defended one tonight, my friend.
That's right, that's one. He's letting him hear about it as well.
Yep.
These two guys, as I said, very chatty with each other during the weigh-ins.
That calf kick affected Forsyth for sure. Those things add up quick.
You like that left hand may have clipped Forsyth.
Swallow did deal with that takedown well. Nice uppercut, stands Austin Swallow up, knee up the middle from Forsyth. Swallow doing a better job here, kind of trying to paint Forsyth onto that fence into the corner so that he can advance.
Forsyth not quite as active moving laterally.
Oh, that movement early on, he was all over the place. Nice low kick, but
yeah, the left hand from Swallow as the answer. Forsyth goes for the takedown, but Swallow ends up on his back.
How about that, Swallow? Now, he's been working with the guys over at Three Brothers Jiu-Jitsu, and you got to think he's been grappling a little bit more, and so far, so good. I think all things check out thus far.
Back to the feet with 1 minute to go.
That was a solid reaction to that takedown. Gets on top his own self. Kind of wins a grappling exchange. Wasn't on my bingo card.
Well, I would say Austin has certainly showed enough in this first round to make Forsyth question if he can grapple. Oh, another tough calf kick.
Forsyth, he's got to check that calf kick or make something happen. Thus far, he's really offered very little up for it.
Again, looking for that knee. Swallow out of range.
You can tell that base has been disrupted by Austin Swallow. He's synced it too. Let's see if he's able to capitalize.
He has certainly chewed up that lead leg of Forsyth in this opening round. Swallow just pointed to the ground with about 10 seconds left.
Ooh.
Ate an uppercut.
It sure did, and that's the second time it's gotten very close. The attacks up the middle have worked well for Forsyth. Austin Swallow doing a good job of defending the strikes around the ears. This is action early on. Austin Swallow was attacking that calf kick and has been a constant for him through the first round. Again and again, finding it disrupting the base. And they have such an effect. They compound like interest, those calf kicks. The more you eat, the worse they are, the more they affect you.
And I mean, he kept going back to the well. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And it felt like Swallow knew it was working, kept going back to it.
And Swallow being pretty savvy with how he's throwing it too. He's not just spamming it in, but he's actually throwing it as Forsyth is advancing forward. There, Forsyth's just getting a little desperate, and I think his base being affected kind of impacted that takedown attempt. You saw his legs got a little stuck in there, and Austin Swallow able to down block, whizzer down, and end up on top there. Good stuff. Good first round by Austin Swallow. He's got to be feeling good about things.
Yeah, I think he won that first round, and he certainly answered a lot of questions as far as the grappling is concerned in that first round.
Good hard low kick to open up the round for Forsyth. The boys swinging on the inside there. Neither of them really connecting. Forsyth is doing this thing. A lot of times he's just blitzing forward and
he's fighting from outside and then blitzing forward.
He's had varied success with it, but Swallow also able to get between it now and then.
Jab from Forsyth, searching. Try to change levels, let it go. Looks like Forsyth making an effort to work that jab a little bit more here in the early stages of round number 2.
Good high guard as Austin Swallow retreats. He keeps his stance. Forsythe getting a little chatty, gets chipped with a check hook as he enters. Austin Swallow showboating a little bit. I'd like to see a little more though, young man.
Swallow was giving him some words a moment ago as well. It seems there's been a monologue throughout the fight thus far. Maybe a clash of heads there, I couldn't tell.
Swallow just being smart with his head positioning as Forsythe entered, down blocked. Another uppercut from Forsythe. That time it gets through. This is a tougher position for Austin Swallow. Got a little chatty in there. Now he's got the young man on his back looking. He's got one hook in. A lot of time left here. This isn't a great position for Austin Swallow.
Yeah, 3 minutes to work. Swallow saying that was to the back of the head, and now he's going to find himself locked up in a rear naked choke. This is tight. Forsythe looking for the finish. That's deep. Fight in the hands.
Swallow fights through. Tough stuff by Swallow. Let's see if he can continue to fight Forsythe. Able to readjust, and looks like he's got a little bit better of a squeeze here. Austin Swallow needs to keep on getting to the hand. This time it's sunk in again. Is he going to have enough to fight it off one more time? And
taps.
Tyler Forsythe gets the tap.
Ultimately, Tyler Forsythe does get a takedown, ends up on the back, and finishes the fight in round number 2 with a choke. Breaks up there by Tyler Forsythe. You can see him just, Swallow said maybe that was to the back of the head. And then in that moment of questioning the judge, or the referee, I should say, Forsythe locked up that choke and never really let it go. Swallow trying to fight the hands, desperately trying to fight the hands here, trying to pry him away and get himself free from this RNC, but just unable to do so in the end, and ultimately succumbs to the pressure and taps out here in round number 2. So Tyler Forsythe gets the W, picks up another win. He'll move to 6-1 now as a professional. Gets a submission victory. Fourth submission victory for Tyler Forsythe as a professional. You can see that rear naked choke, one of his favorite ways to finish a fight. That's the 4th time that he has choked out an opponent. Swallow and Forsythe with a few more words for one another. Respect in the end. Great fight between these two. It was certainly chippy for a while. You could see it throughout the fight. They were having words. They were certainly exchanging them. In the end, though, it is Tyler Forsythe who will get the last words. Time to turn it back over to Dynamite.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 2 minutes 30 seconds in round number 2, declaring your winner, Tyler the Typhoon Forsythe.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Tyler Forsythe. Tyler, improving your record, coming in, improving to 6-1 now, getting a finish tonight over a tough Austin Swallow. Talk to us for a second about how you're feeling right now, how you feel the performance went.
Man, obviously I'm happy I got the win, and I'm happy I got to keep it standing the whole first round. Game plan was obviously to exploit his grappling. Everybody knows I'm the motherfucking best in Mississippi. Mama, I'm sorry, it slipped. I won't let it happen again. I promise. Yeah, don't let me cuss no more. My mama killed me. But yeah, I'm just glad I got to stand up a little bit with him. I apologize to him for yesterday. It's no disrespect. I love this sport with everything in me, and I don't like it when people disrespect it.
Tyler, big win tonight. we'd like to see you again sometime soon in the AKA cage. Tell us what you expect. Tell us what we can expect from you.
There ain't nothing to expect. Matt Snell's getting me a title shot, or it's the Typhoon versus Matt Snell next.
6-1, a title shot might be likely. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Tyler Forsythe.
Hey, if y'all liked it, maybe they can give me a title shot, and maybe y'all can come see me fight in Memphis or something.
How about that? Tyler Forsythe, everybody. Thank you very much.
Good win there for Tyler Forsythe. Finishes it off with a submission victory in round number 2. Just called out Matt Schnell. I mean, what a call out. One of the best call outs I've ever heard here at American Combat Alliance. Schnell may have him a fight coming up here soon with Tyler Forsythe. How about that? Have you ever been called out after a fight?
Sif, he wants to fight me for the title? Good performance by Forsythe. Well, way to get it done. I believe there's rumor has it we might be going up to South Arkansas here before too long.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for the greatest, most anticipated rematch in Louisiana history, there's only one man that can control this action, that can handle this chaos, and that is Louisiana's #1 official. Put your hands together for Basil Bam Bam Majum. And now, ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on the big screen as we prepare for the rematch.
The biggest rematch in AKA history goes down Saturday night at the Golden Nugget as Elliot Abear takes on familiar foe Hunter Smith for the AKA lightweight title.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stakes have never been higher. The fighters have never been more ready. American Combat Alliance is proud to bring to you the rematch, Abear versus Smith 2. Now before we bring these fighters out, I'm gonna get you guys hot. I'm gonna get you guys fired up. So right now, if you're riding with Hunter Smith, say headshot. Right now, if you ride with Elliot Abear, say be good. Headshot. Be good. Headshot. Be good. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Introducing your first fighter. Please welcome to the cage, the challenger, Hunter Smith.
One of the biggest nights in Louisiana combat history, the rematch between Elliot Abear and Hunter Smith tonight. Hunter Smith enters as the challenger, and the only loss on his record comes from Elliot Abear. Hunter headshot Smith 7-1 as a professional, representing Performance Evolution and Three Brothers Jiu-Jitsu. 5'9", 155, out of Lake Charles, Louisiana, Matt Schnell. I'm ready for this one.
This is a great fight. Two of Louisiana's best prospects. The stakes are high in this one. Both of these guys capable, competent, and can fight at the next level. I think these guys can compete with anybody.
No, there's no doubt about it. Both of these guys are legitimate UFC prospects. There will be some eyes on this one tonight. Hunter Smith on a 3-fight win streak after losing to Elliot Abear. Last time we were down in Lake Charles, he knocked out Aleko Sagliani, a syndicate product from out in Las Vegas, did that in the second round. There's a reason this man is called Headshot, Matt. The power is legitimate. That right hand can put anyone to sleep. It's going to be a lot for Elliott to deal with tonight.
It just jumps off the page when you see him connect with guys and it makes impact. It just affects him differently. It's something to see, and man, what a rise Hunter Smith has had. Such a moment for him too here as he makes his entrance to challenge for this title, to right this wrong. Last time he fought Elliott, he got taken out pretty quickly, and I think it's eaten at him for a very long time, and he's been chomping at the bit ever since that fight to get a rematch, get back out here. And we've seen the improvements. We've seen what he's done, the work that he's put in, the power. It's palpable. It's always been there, but we've seen him be more patient, wait for his moment, fight very difficult fights too. I mean, he fought some good guys when he crossed over and fought in Fury, and got a new baby girl as well, and a family man, a guy who brings it very intense, believes in himself, and thinks that he's going to be one of the next guys to make the walk and represent the great state of Louisiana in the UFC octagon someday relatively soon.
Well, we've talked a lot with him on the AKA pod about the work he's been putting in. He's been working on his takedown defense. It will be tested tonight by Elliott Abear, more than likely. We're going to see if that growth is true for Hunter Smith. He now awaits Elliott Abear.
And now, please welcome to the cage, the champion, Elliott Abear.
Your AKA lightweight champion, Elliott B. Good Abear, representing the Shed Training Grounds and War Training Center. He is 5'2", checking in at 5 foot 8.5 and 155 pounds, out of Lafayette, Louisiana, and it's really a great rivalry. Lake Charles, Lafayette, their two biggest stars ready to take the stage right now.
Elliott Abear, the dominant, the tank, AKA's champion. This guy is a unit. Been training with the guys over at War Training Center as well as his guys over at the Shed, his gym, and he's made a lot of improvements as well. Last time we saw him out here, he looked amazing, was able to blow through the competition. Elliott has always kind of been the same way. I saw him fight as an amateur, and he just brings it, gets out there, sometimes gets a little too crazy, but I think the addition of Coach Adam Copley and the guys over at War has really helped him out, and he's just fighting a little smarter and doing things, taking his time a little better, and his last few performances have been obvious in that.
Your champion has entered the cage. Elliott B. Good Abear set for the rematch against Hunter Headshot Smith right here at AKA 53 in the sold-out Golden Nugget in Lake Charles, Louisiana. This place is going to go absolutely insane for both of these guys when they're announced.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the American Combat Alliance, in association with the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino Lake Charles, are proud to bring to you your AKA 53 main event of the evening. 5-minute rounds for the AKA Professional Lightweight Championship. This fight being brought to you by 100% Chiropractic. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's go time! Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, coming to you tonight with a professional record of 7 wins, and only once has he tasted defeat. He is representing the Performance Evolution Fight Team and 3 Brothers Jiu-Jitsu. He stands 5 feet 9 inches 1, weighing in officially at 155.1 pounds. Fighting out of Lake Charles, Louisiana, here is Hunter Headshot Smith. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a war fighter, coming to you tonight with a professional record of 5 wins and 2 defeats. He is representing the Shed Training Grounds and the War Training Center. He stands 5 feet 8 and 1/2 inches tall, weighing in at 155.5 pounds. Fighting out of Lafayette, Louisiana, he is the current reigning, defending, AKA lightweight champion. Here is Elliot Be Good Abear.
All right, gentlemen, it's the main event. You've already received your instructions. Obey my commands at all times and protect yourself at all times. Touch them up, let's go to work.
Dreams on the line, gold on the line. It's Smith Abear 2 right now in your main event at the Golden Nugget in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Bam Bam back out there for the assignment.
Hard inside low kick from Elliot Abear to start. Punishing jab, switches stance, the right hand skips off the chin of Elliot Abear. Got to be careful. Fighting from the southpaw stance is Elliot.
Switching back orthodox now.
Hunter looking for that straight right.
Inside calf kick from Hunter, then looking to the body. I don't know if he got clipped or just lost his balance there.
I think he lost his balance a little bit, but Elliot, hard kick to the body. Big straight right hand. Puts Elliot on his heels a little bit. Elliot looking for that hard body kick. Jab to the body, good tactic for Hunter. Ooh, right hand came close. Ooh!
Elliot throws one back in return, volleying right hands.
Hunter Smith kind of getting the better of that as he steps back. Finds a beautiful check hook.
Looking for the kick up top, not there.
Oh my gosh, and headshot! Shuts out the lights! Holy cow!
Listen to this crowd, every single person on their feet for their new AKA lightweight champion, Hunter Headshot Smith. He gets it done in the first round as he puts Elliot Abear to sleep. Turn the lights out, Matt Schnell. Wow.
And he had a nice check hook there shortly before it. Elliot just trying to cover the space, runs into a hard shot. Hunter Smith just so clean, headshot. Oh, check hook. Sends Elliot Abear down.
That just shows the legitimate power that Hunter Smith had. It wasn't the right hand. Caught him with the check hook, put him to sleep.
As he steps back on his back foot, just turns it over. That's Lake Charles' favorite son, everybody. That is Hunter Headshot Smith.
I mean, just absolutely flatline Elliot Abear, face to the canvas. Hunter Smith has indeed righted the wrong here tonight. Avenged his loss to Elliot Abear. The series now at 1-1, but tonight it'll be Hunter Smith leaving as your new AKA lightweight champion. Everybody in the building still on their feet. My God, what a moment to cap one of the best fight cards Louisiana has ever seen. From start to finish, we have gone toe-to-toe, blow for blow. Lake Charles has showed up and showed out. And tonight, their favorite son, Hunter Smith, will leave as the new champion, and well earned.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 1 minute 16 seconds in round number 1, declaring your winner by way of knockout and new AKA lightweight champion, Hunter Headshot
I think I might have read the words on Elliot Abear's lips saying rematch.
Give it up one more time for these two. Lake Charles' favorite son, Hunter Headshot Smith. Tell us how this feels, baby boy.
You know what, man? Hey, this feels amazing. First and foremost, I want to give all glory and praise to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. The world needs him right now.
Hunter, that's 4 wins in a row, another devastating knockout. Tell me what you're thinking right now. Obviously, we got the gold, but this moment could mean so much more.
Listen, man, I just want to say that this is, I want to talk to the young heads out there, the little guys that came and saw me tonight. Hey, please give me a moment, guys, give me a moment. Whenever you put your mind to something and you dream big and you don't care what anybody thinks about you, it doesn't matter, it takes belief. And let me tell you something, it doesn't have to be anybody believing in you. All you have to do is believe in yourself. All you have to do is believe in yourself and you can do it. Okay, this is all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I really wanna say this. This is really important to me. I planned this. I wanna say, Elliot Abear, thank you. You may be mad at me right now. I'm not mad at you at all. You've made me a better man. Believe it or not, you've made me a better father. You've made me a better husband. You've made me a better friend, a better cousin, a better son. You've made me a better me. And I appreciate you, Elliot. And I just want to say thank you so much.
There's no doubt about it. This rivalry has meant a lot to this area, and it's built up to this big moment. Again, 4th knockout, 4th win in a row. We're riding high. I truly believe this man is one of the better prospects in the area that we've ever produced. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Hunter Headshot Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the entire staff here at American Combat Alliance, we thank you all so much for coming out. God bless you and good night. The after party begins now with the Blue Martini. Keep your wristband, you're getting in free.
Wow, what a way to finish off the night. Hunter Smith rights his wrong, avenges his loss to Elliot Abear. As I've said multiple times, he's going to leave here tonight as your new AKA lightweight champion. And he did it in emphatic fashion. What a way to finish this night off. It was a great card from start to finish. It felt like every single fight was just incredible. I think the fans here in Lake Charles were treated to a great card. They treated us to a great showing as fans. They were on their feet the entire night. Nobody has left the building. They stayed from start to finish. They sold the place out. They brought incredible energy. The fighters matched that energy, and we just delivered one of the best cards in American Combat Alliance history. Couldn't be more proud to be a part of this, more thankful to be sitting right here. One of the best seats in the house. Hunter Smith, your new AKA lightweight champion. He will leave here tonight and go celebrate with the fans of Lake Charles. Everybody's headed to the Blue Martini right now, including myself. Thank you all for joining us for AKA 53. What a card it was. We'll see you at AKA 54.